Welcome back. Return of the Mac, episode 110. M.A.C, Moss, Andrew, Carl.
Yeah.
What it is.
You already know that we're in the building, but today we have some special guests. One reoccurring guest, Rich Uncle.
Yeah.
Brought the partner, Dolphie G.
Yup.
Combined make two player.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all coming through, man.
For sure.
For sure.
Love, man. Appreciate the love, for sure.
How long ago was it that you were here? It's been like 2 or 3 months, right? Since we had Rich Uncle
Like
come
March
through.
or something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. It's nice to have a guest. Nice to have some new opinions in the house.
We need some fresh ideas around here.
Yeah, refreshing as fuck, man.
Yeah, we need
two
some.
players.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
That's 2 player.
Yes, sir.
Like I know, what these guys know. We ain't had a couple guests, and my thing is with the names. I like to start off with the names.
Right.
Now I know Manny.
Yeah.
I know George.
Yes, sir.
That's how I met y'all.
That's fine. That's
Formerly
fine.
known as
Yes.
DeSeuss.
Yeah,
And you formerly known as Gaseous Clay. You thought I forgot, huh? Gaseous Clay.
I like that.
That's how I was introduced to y'all's first rap names.
You know, and that shit is forever stuck with me, bro.
Bro,
I got
it was a hard
accounts- I got
name.
accounts
Yeah.
that I cannot get rid of that shit
Yeah.
off of, bro.
That's fire.
It's
though.
a good
That's
name,
great
though. I'm
name.
surprised you changed it.
I was
That's a
very
great
surprised
name.
at that,
I don't know why he did it.
You know?
Bro,
But
that was
hey,
a hard ass name when I first heard
I was trying to put some
that.
shit together like
Either
Muhammad
way you
Ali,
slide.
Cassius Clay.
Right.
Then I was like, fuck it. I smoke.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to put
I smoke.
gas and then change the C to a K.
That's
it.
fire. That's fire. That's
That's only right.
That was like fucking 2000 and what? 9.
Yeah, it was a hot minute ago.
Something like that.
11,
Hot
maybe.
minute ago.
So what made you change it then?
I say experience. Experience. Like just going through the whole phase of rap, and, doing your own thing, and then it's just like I need to change my name. That shit's not cool anymore. It's like a whole different vibe,
I feel it. I like to hear the story of the name changes when rappers change their name. It's a funny process because everybody had their own reasons as to why they want to change their name or why they started with one name and they wanted to change it and all that shit.
Well, it's almost like it finds you, right? Like,
Right.
it's like you said, it's experiences and shit. It's like different things you go through in life. It's like, man, I got to kick this shit, or you might be around a different group of people and shit, and this is just like the vibe I'm with now, or this is what these niggas call me. You know what I'm saying? And the shit, sometimes shit just stick. It just finds you. So I think it's dope. Like, it's a lot of rappers and shit that have like multiple aliases and shit like that. I always thought that was cool. And like it's almost like you go into different forms and shit like that.
Jay-Z got Jigga.
Right,
Not Carter. Hov.
you know what I'm saying? Eminem is Shady. Eminem is Marshall Mathers. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different, and it's almost like it's evolution and shit is where I take it, or when I think of it, or whatever. Or if we're talking, we're talking about anime and shit. It's almost like different levels of Super Saiyan almost. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm graduating at this point. Like now, I was this, but now I'm going to this. But don't get me fucked up because I can still go back to that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, brother. It's like, I don't like the name, but I respect it from where I came from.
Right. Facts.
That was the first name I was going to be established with if I was going to, like, copyright it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the shit tatted for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I was stuck with it, but I'm like, it's time for it. I feel like I got out that shell. I'm going to go ahead and change it up because it's like Dolphie, Randolph. That's my last name.
Oh, all right. So what does that stand for? What does that mean?
It's my last name. And then it was just people around me in the camp, just like Dolphy, Dolphin.
Oh, God. I thought it meant that
over there.
Right.
Way before Young
It's
Dolph. Way before Young Dolph.
Right, and then that's the print. Like, I feel like I can get away with it. Even though he's out already, you know what I'm saying? I can get away because it's my last name.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. But it's always going to be like new stuff like that, or stuff like that in the rap game and shit. Like this, it's always gonna be a new Young or
a little,
right, or a little or shit like that. I remember the first time I heard somebody say G-Eazy's name, I thought they was talking about Jeezy.
Right.
Listen to G-Eazy. I'm like, hell yeah, listen to Jeezy.
Jeezy hard as hell.
No, G-Eazy. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is, bro.
Jeezy. Together, nigga.
Major difference.
Yeah.
So
That's just funny.
Yeah, coming up with rap aliases like that. That's just. I remember my first one was Black Casper. I stole it from my brother.
Casper.
I stole that shit from my brother.
I like that too.
That was his AOL IM messenger name or whatever. You remember that shit? Where everybody had AOL?
Right, yo.
Yeah.
A little fact for y'all: Black Casper was the hardest nigga on the what's this
where?
like east north side of Lynchburg, nigga. This nigga rapped his ass off. Bro.
Oh yeah, I was a
That
rapper.
nigga
fool
Black
back then.
Casper was a rapper, nigga.
So- so-
cap.
Back in the day. What? Oh yeah.
Fucking that was that the lunchroom rapping and shit. You drop a beat in the lunchroom,
tables.
you might get some spit on your food.
Word was like the first nigga in school. Like, so it's like, you got like the niggas who rap in school, but it was like the one nigga that was the rapper.
What?
Word was that nigga, him and Smitty.
Yeah, Smitty
The rapper. And Word was the rapper,
That
nigga.
shit's
That was
crazy, bro.
Both of these niggas recorded. Did you record in my basement too?
Yeah, we did the cipher.
Bingo bango.
Oh,
We did the
fuck.
cipher. Yeah, we did the
Bango.
cipher and shit.
We did
telling
together
niggas,
like
man.
3 ciphers.
Bruh, man, nigga,
Them fresh light ciphers go hard still.
nigga.
Just go hard.
I've been doing this for years.
Yo, if y'all on the YouTube and shit right now, type in the Fresh Life ciphers with the PH. Fresh Life with the PH. And
It should be up there because my homeboy had the fucking account attached to his name and he kind of did some weirdo shit. So it might be up there.
It might be up there.
Hey, what's
It
on,
might be up
what's
there.
on
Y'all can check.
YouTube never dies,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
What's
true.
on YouTube never dies.
It's somewhere in the depths of the analytics.
So did all three of y'all go to school together?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Mossberg, you ain't go to class?
No, I went to Heritage.
me and
Get the
Word
fuck
went
outta here.
I went
to
there.
middle school
Yeah.
and like a year of high school. He went to
Right,
the other side
Where you went to class?
For a year.
for a year. He went
Yeah.
to 9th grade.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
And I
he
went to-
won't
I didn't even
there.
know you went to classes the freshman.
Dolph, you came 10th grade, right?
Hell no. I started in 2006.
You ain't coming 9th grade.
Yeah, I did. 9th grade, nigga. I came in there from
So you
9th
just
grade.
ain't know him.
Because this how it happened. Because I came from Pennsylvania. I came.
It had to be like
my
late
8th
in the
grade
year
year.
though.
I finished my 8th grade year in Pennsylvania. No, nigga, I signed up.
Who? Nigga, no. Nigga.
I swear to God, bro.
Nigga, I swear to God,
I
you was
got
in
4
Pennsylvania.
years of high school
At Glass.
diplomacy.
You was at Glass. Alright.
Yeah, 4 years. 4 years, nigga. EC Glass, Hilltopper, nigga. I played ball for 3. No, 2, because I quit my 11th.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck Coach Rob. You know, I didn't want to say that
Just to get
shit.
that out, just in case you're listening, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know,
Fuck, yeah, so I guess
fuck
we
with
all
you, but
went to
I
high
don't
school
fuck
together.
with you.
Yeah.
All three of us in these corners, we went to high school together.
Yeah, I forgot that Carl knew y'all.
Yeah.
Because last time when you came through, it was just me and Moss. So
Yeah.
I forgot that y'all had a
for sure.
connection going
Yeah.
back. That's
Yeah,
what's
for
up.
sure, bro.
That's what's up. Yeah, I gotta pull out these raps. I gotta hear this cipher. I gotta hear
Shit go
this.
back,
gotta
bro.
put
That
that
shit
up.
go back. That's when niggas was just like,
Word is best friend. Well, was I don't know what the relationship is now, but me and his one of best friends were best friends in preschool type shit. Nigga, we got pictures
With
together.
Rome.
With Rome.
Yeah.
I got pictures together with Rome. I'm like
That's what's up.
buddied
I
up
like-
with this nigga type shit. So it's 20 plus years on some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small world.
That's how y'all ended up here.
Pittsburgh even smaller.
And then, man, we
Good
just talking
shit.
about that shit, man.
For sure.
What's that about Lynchburg being
Yeah,
small?
just being just so small,
So
and
small,
when
bro.
you move to bigger and major cities, it's just like, damn. Coming back, like he got him on my porch, and he was like, "Shit, man, this shit is peaceful, nigga. We got hummingbirds on my porch. You know, like we don't see that shit down in Chattanooga or Atlanta. Like I don't see a bird, period, unless it's a pigeon. You know,
Right,
this is
right.
Lynchburg kind of humbles you out, and it's not a city to either progress or whatever field you're going in, but it's more so of just like the retirement, laid back. If you want to, because you can make some money out here if you want to, but it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
So where are y'all at now? Like where do y'all?
Right.
You had mentioned
I'm in Chattanooga.
Tennessee and,
Yeah.
and Atlanta.
I'm in
Yeah.
Greensboro, NC right now.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Greensboro's nice, but
Because that's why we talked to them. We said you was come from the West Coast, weren't you?
Yeah,
You was in West
Yeah,
Coast?
he was.
I mean, I got a whole backstory, bro. Like my whole life is just like, what the fuck? But,
Yeah, he was. Man, so I'm gonna tell you, this
mean-
nigga was like, he been everywhere, bro. This nigga was in fucking Vegas for a minute. He was in Seattle. He was in Texas for a
Making
while.
moves.
Bro, this nigga George.
I mean, I was
on
driving.
move,
You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
was doing like sprinter vans and shit.
Oh,
trucks
okay.
and shit.
Yeah, man. So,
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Really, I was like, I was born in Key West, Florida. Never seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
Gotcha.
probably like an infant, fresh out the womb.
Mm.
And my mom like took us over to Cali because she was in the military.
Yeah.
So she was in the Navy, and you know she likes to move a lot. And then we ended up in Cali. I stayed in Pittsburgh for like at least till I was like 12. And a lot of people be like, Pittsburgh, California, like, what the fuck is that? But it's spelled different.
Oh,
you know?
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
California.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
California.
fuck me up.
It's the Bay. I got
It's
you.
the Bay.
I got you.
It's BURG versus the GH in
Right.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Okay.
got you.
if you familiar with the Bay, you know about Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you know
It's like
about
4
that
hours
area,
away from San Francisco, maybe like 8 hours away from LA. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's the Bay. But, you know, till I was like 12. And then, you know,
Dang, how you get all the way to Lynchburg?
some crazy shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I be hearing some wild stories of how families get to Lynchburg. Even
Right,
people
it's just
from
like,
all over the
that
place.
shit.
Like I'm be like, yo,
Hey.
why was like Lynchburg the destination?
I feel like somebody had to like
You know what I'm saying?
close their eyes and just put
Oh,
their
you know
finger
what I'm saying? I'm like, why
well, it's
Lynchburg?
Lynchburg. That's
The
where we're
fucking
going.
name in general.
But at the same
Right,
For a
time,
black man, I'm
At the
sitting here
same-
like, Lynch?
yeah, at the same time,
What?
I think
That's
Lynchburg is
Sean
like.
Lynch, sir.
At the same time, I think Lynchburg is like a top 5 city in the nation to raise a family type shit.
I'm gonna tell you this,
like it's like
bro.
an actual thing.
It's crazy.
Like-
That's crazy. This city fucking pulls numbers. I'm gonna tell you this crazy shit, right?
Ain't got Liberty, but of course, yeah.
My dad ran into my fucking gym teacher somewhere deep in the depths of fucking like West fucking Virginia, Tennessee area, Kentucky shit. Like fucking Miss Ligon. He pulled
Oh, I
up.
know Miss Ligon. Miss
That
Ligon.
nigga pulled up and was like, he called me, he said, hey, Miss, you know this, what's your gym teacher name? I was like, who? Miss Ligon? He was like, yeah.
That's
I
wild.
pulled her, she out here with the softball. I'm like, nigga, what? Lynchburg is known everywhere,
It's
bro.
wild, yeah.
Everywhere I touch, like any city I go to, I tell them like, bro, I'm from Lynchburg. They're like, oh yeah, I know about Lynchburg. I got a cousin that went to
Yeah, right.
That's so random.
It's so
yeah,
wild.
random shit.
I didn't know that.
It's
It's
so
crazy,
wild.
bro. This city is known. It's a great place to raise people, man. It's right. People fucking shit on this city for so much shit,
It's wild.
but I love it. But I can't be here. But I
Right,
fucking love this city.
right.
I mean, I miss it in some ways, I guess. But
Nigga, my daddy from not my daddy, my granddaddy from Farmville, which is like Richmond area.
Yeah.
And he moved to Rivermont and worked at the foundry for fucking 15, 20 years and paid a fucking house off in Farmville type shit. Fucking 25 years later, I'm kicking it with this nigga in Rivermont around the corner from my grandfather's house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's how this is. It's like a connection that people don't understand and don't want to be attached to because it's such a small city. But you gotta love where you come from, bro. It's
Right, and everything is ultimately kind of what you make it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how
Like,
I
Yeah.
feel.
so it's just what you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's all it is.
I never felt attached to like any particular spot, like geographical location.
yeah,
I didn't move. I wasn't military, but we moved a decent amount. New York, North
Yeah, you
Carolina,
used
Virginia,
to.
and stuff. So when you're moving like that, I didn't feel overly attached.
right.
There's people I miss connections with and stuff, and
Right.
like to go back to
Right.
visit certain people. But I never really had like a strong attachment to any.
Same here,
location.
but I would say because I was younger and I was in California, you know, I was doing a lot of JFL, Junior Football League basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And after that, it was just like we're moving, and I'm like, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's when I was probably most devastated about the shit. But other than that, when I came to Virginia and I had high school, you know, it was before I was about to graduate. My mom was trying to move again. And I told her, I was like, yo, look, shorty, like, we're not going nowhere until I finish, high school.
let me
type
at least
shit,
finish
you know what I'm
school
saying?
first,
Like,
yeah.
like, you're not
exactly.
going nowhere. But she decided, she was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till you graduate. And then, that's when the nigga was on his own.
That's like exactly what I had. We moved up here when I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
And bro, I hated Virginia so bad because everything was back. I'm in high school. I had established friends, sports and stuff.
Right.
Everything is back in North Carolina. I hated it here.
Right.
And now I'll probably end up staying here the rest of my life. Like once I just got over being disappointed about when I left, I was like, yo, Virginia's pretty tight.
so chill.
Yeah, I don't
man.
mind it at all, man.
It's-
I like it.
That's
No
why it's
rah-rah.
temporary for me, because I can't,
Man, bro.
not for too long,
I know I'm probably gonna die in Virginia.
Yeah.
Even though I'm in Tennessee and I float in Atlanta a lot I know I'm pretty much gonna die in Virginia.
But when y'all doing music, I think it completely makes sense why y'all would leave and come back though.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm not trying to make music. Like I have no reason to leave Virginia. I'm all settled.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to make it, like getting in Atlanta, being out in different spots makes way more sense, I would imagine.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
got to.
Being like
Unless you wanna
floating
be
around
local.
different places, what do you think is like? What place do you think is the most like influential for you, or like bleeds most into your music and shit?
It easily either the Bay or like
Yeah,
LA. The Bay
Yeah.
or LA. He from the Bay. I got ties out in the Bay, but I grew up pretty much listening to straight fucking West Coast music. And then even my favorite rappers listen and are
It's just
influenced
something
by
about
West
those sounds,
Coast.
man.
It's just the
Yeah.
West Coast whistle, nigga. That's
We gotta have this talk.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
gotta have
we gotta
this
have
talk
this
because
talk.
my friend down here doesn't like West Coast music and I don't understand.
Nigga, you dress like them niggas talk that way. Niggas talk.
Right.
Let's
You look like them niggas.
We brought reinforcements. This is an intervention, bitch.
no, I mean it's not for me.
Probably just don't like the way the
But
niggas
no, the weird thing is, it's like, all right, so it's like a lot of the like modern West Coast shit, or I guess even like a '90s shit. I'm not gonna listen to, but
You love pop,
Nigga,
though.
do you
but
know how
my
many
favorite
motherfuckers out
my
the West
favorite
Coast?
rappers of all time, like Tupac and Ice Cube.
Man, you gotta get past
West
that.
Coast
You gotta
artists.
get past that,
After
man.
that, it's just like
It's
I'm
so
not really
much
fucking
more.
with nothing
Pac-
else.
so much
Pac is
more,
originally
nigga.
from the DMV.
That's why I tell
That's
these
why you
niggas.
like this
That's
nigga.
why I tell these.
Yeah.
But
That's why you like this
but
nigga.
This is what he
Cube
said.
is
This is
like
way
I
around
think
it.
Cube
Cube
is
is
the
a
greatest
straight-
lyricist of all time.
But you gotta understand, Cube grew up as like kind of one of us. Was like outside looking in. He won in the gangs.
Yeah,
The
right,
nigga
right,
just had
right,
a
right.
tough
So you don't
looking
fuck
face.
with YG. You don't fuck what?
not
You don't
that.
fuck with Nipsey. You don't fuck with June.
June.
You don't
Listen,
fuck with
He's a wild boy, bro.
Giovanni. You don't fuck with like
Nobody in TDE. Nobody in TDE.
Kendrick,
He think Kendrick is
Schoolboy.
overrated.
You don't fuck with Schoolboy.
No,
Bro, it's
Definitely
terrible,
not.
bro.
Definitely no Schoolboy.
Nobody in TDE, bro.
My nigga, I just
Nobody.
named like legends, bro.
I
The,
wouldn't put
the
him on
only West
Schoolboy.
Coast I think that you can sneak past him is Roddy Ricch.
Yeah, that's because he don't sound like
That's 'cause that's
he's from the West
Atlanta.
Coast.
That's not Atlanta.
I'm not taking nothing away from him.
From the Southeast.
Because he makes great music. But if you're gonna be West Coast influenced,
What is it? Is it?
I mean,
is it
what
like,
about Cardo?
It's like the dialect, or what they like the
It ain't-
content, or
I don't know.
their content is so much different from our perspective because it's strictly like I'm a regular nigga, but my best friend shot a nigga yesterday type shit.
Maybe it's too lax for me.
I just don't
Like
like
it's too laid back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You like a little
maybe that's it.
aggressive. You
Yeah,
like something.
maybe it's just that.
I mean,
like,
but they got
Was
that
that
too.
hyphy?
You just
Nah.
got
I'm
exactly.
not a
You got
hyphy
it.
type nigga though.
I mean, nah.
hyphy.
You like Mac Dre? That's like asking that nigga to crunk. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Too
saying?
far with that one.
I mean,
Okay, so look, I bet you your favorite dirty South songs were inspired by.
I was getting ready to say you got currency,
I
bro.
wouldn't
He's
listen
the
to
most
most
dirty of South you can never
we
think
ain't even
of.
talking about currency.
I'm just
talking
saying, though, he's
I'm
a
talking
South
about
nigga
Lil
that-
Jon. I'm talking about Lil
That
Jon.
fucks with West Coast.
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
He's all the way in
When
the
that nigga
bottom of the
Too
boot.
Short came down to Atlanta and moved to Atlanta. He shaped the whole fucking strip club.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking like that
Right.
whole era of.
yeah.
What was that? What's the song? The shit with Too Short and Lil Jon that
Oh,
we
Blow Your
played.
Whistle.
Blow the whistle,
Yeah,
nigga.
right, right.
I know your ass. Fuck. That's a Virginia song.
And no, the fucked up thing is too though. Like my dad I grew up on West Coast music, so I don't. Maybe that's part of it too.
You probably tired of that shit.
I grew up on all of that
probably hear
shit.
that
Ice
You
Cube,
be singing that
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? Like Too Short. I grew up on all of that shit, but I don't know. It don't connect.
It's a new
with me.
vibe though.
It don't
but,
connect
like,
with me.
Nowadays, you got to check how many artists are coming out of California. They got a lot of Southern artists and a lot of different artists that are coming from the East Side, but from the West, bro, just alone, there's some good.
Oh yeah,
music,
for sure,
bro.
for sure.
Great music, like,
For sure. It's just look, they gotta be like super real pressure, like real fire get across.
I mean, you
my
can
ear.
check out
Pressure.
Filthy Rich.
I'll check it out.
You can check out
it I
Mozzie.
don't
You
know.
probably
It's
like
just-
Mozzie.
Mozzie dope.
Mozzie.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I like Mozzie. I like Nip. It's just something I'm not gonna play
Right,
all
right.
the time.
I
It's
feel
like
you.
when I
I
hear
feel
it,
you.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna
what
vibe
you got to
with it.
listen to is more so the Bay music. You gotta go because you said Mozzie. Mozzie not from the Bay. He from Sac. but
Yeah.
it's
That's
closer
Bay,
to
though. That's
them
Bay.
niggas. Them niggas don't consider the Sac as the Bay.
That's like 2 hours away from Pittsburgh.
Them niggas do not fuck with.
Look,
Sacramento. All right, what
is the capital
separates Sacramento
of California, and Sacramento is like 2 hours away from Pittsburgh.
What separates those two areas is once you pass Sacramento and that Stockton area, gang banging stops. They don't do the gang banging. So
All right,
what you
gotcha.
gotta listen to
Right,
is
right,
more
right.
so
Right,
I'm out
okay.
here, I'm either thugging in the street or I gotta get some money. That's what the Bay is.
All right, yeah. See, that's
You
kind
go-
of that's the shit I like.
Bingo. You don't want to hear some like I'm high all the time. My niggas shooting.
But that's
this
not
nigga,
what all
but I'm
they got
chilling.
because it's influenced. Like,
True.
More
but-
of that shit is influenced. Like, you just gotta find that particular artist that's gonna talk about that. They got the mix of just high rappers, and then you got niggas that get high and ready to go shoot a motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. It's in there. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta find what artist you fuck with.
Word like
20 million
Nas
of
type niggas. He like he
We're gonna get into Nas. We definitely
You
gonna
don't
get into
like
Nas today.
I do. I mean,
that was a skeptical. I do.
I do. It's just
All right,
I
fuck
fucking
with
with
my
question mark asterisk.
No, hold on. Cause I know for a fact that you are an avid Nas hater.
Oh, you hate Nas?
Come on. Don't do that, man.
Now, if Fat Man was here,
because that nigga just dropped some shit. Let's keep it
Right.
We gonna get to that Nas. We gonna get to that.
yo, Fats was here, bro. What? That's new to me.
Man, nigga, Fats argue every other weekend. This nigga hit me. This nigga hit
What is it,
me.
Nas versus Jay-Z?
No, true. But this nigga hit me last night, bro. This nigga just said the locks. I said, man, nigga.
I mean,
fuck
Jay
you,
snap, bruh.
Them niggas watched them, but it is.
Are we getting to that too?
We get into all that.
We get into
all that.
For
Jay
sure.
snap, bro.
For sure.
Jay snap.
Y'all were talking about West Coast. I don't listen to a ton of like current West Coast neither, but Blast is somebody I got onto. You mentioned
Blast.
Maz.
My
Guy is
guy.
Blast. has got
And I
this-
forgot,
He's
Bino and Blast.
Bino
bruh.
and Blast,
Bino and Blast are
different.
somebody that, bruh,
I
it's
just
not
got
even
on
a
to
West
Bino. I
Coast.
didn't know about
Yeah.
that.
It's really not even a West Coast.
Right.
It is, but the way they put that shit together, bro, the combination is fucking.
He don't sound
incredible.
like that to me. Like I guess. I mean, I can
Blast?
fuck with Blast. Yeah, for sure.
The
Okay.
beats and stuff. I think
Bino
he's
gets a
got
little
the
crazy.
West
Blast
Coast
definitely
effects, but
don't
I
look
fuck
how
with
he's
Bino.
saying.
Bingo.
He don't look how he's saying.
I think so.
Nothing
I
like
think
how
I
he
saw him
If you
right
just
from the
see
jump,
Blast,
son.
like, yo, he's not singing like
No.
that.
It sound like,
This
it sound like a
nigga
light
is on
skinned
the
nigga or
block.
something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, this nigga's on the block.
But that's a bad boy, though. That's a bad
Yeah.
boy. Nice.
His
taking over the
producers,
game,
we
too.
kind of fuck with the same producers.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Idea and Hunger Force and all them type
Oh, that's
of niggas.
hard. That's hard.
That's all our every track we done picked from 2020 to now is
Yeah.
them niggas.
Well, that's what's up, because that's by far my newest favorite artist.
Yeah.
For the last 3-4 months, I've
Put you in
been
that-
checking
put you in
everything
that
he's
wave,
putting out
that wave,
there.
make you feel good.
Who else you got? You got anybody else that you would recommend that's similar to that?
So we said Bino and Blast. I've been listening to Filthy. I wouldn't say he sings, but he's a good, he's like up there with the Mozzie kind of type of deal.
I'm
I
gonna
think
write him down.
they're beefing actually, but
Why is him beefing?
That ain't
he's
good.
a Sacramento rapper, I think.
It's a bunch of people that I follow on. It's like a page called Thizzler instead of like Sizzler. It's Thizzler.
Thiz, I get
and they have a lot of those type of artists.
Okay.
I can't tell you
Yeah.
point
Yeah, I put
blank
you
a
on the
name,
spot
but I
here,
can
but-
put you on the page to where you can follow certain niggas.
Really,
that
he the
put
only
that
one
shit
coming
there
out of
like
West
that.
Coast with that type of shit, though.
But he's
like-
more is
That's-
he's the
he
more
killing that.
That's the only
mainstream-
person I
more the
know that sounds
mainstream
like
shit.
it.
You know, like
Yeah, but him and
Right.
Bino got like motherfucking mixtapes.
They
got
work so well
mixtapes.
together. It's
Yo,
retarded.
boy,
Man.
They can't-
It's
It is
retarded.
crazy. It is crazy. It is
Big
crazy.
fan of that. Big fan of
I'm
that.
still playing that recent project they dropped.
Yeah.
That shit go.
Yeah.
That shit go. So what we get into, man? Y'all got this album drop? Is it out yet?
oh that shit, man, that shit dropped
It's June,
4th of
right?
July.
4th of July, yeah. It's out. Y'all got another project coming, or y'all still pushing this
We
one?
working, man. So as you know, I'm fucking CEO face of the fucking Forever Rich brand.
What?
And this nigga is not my artist, but he's on the label. You know what I'm
Right, y'all
saying?
grew,
And pretty much it's like
Shout out.
we're working. I
Right.
want to just say that.
See the
for
visuals
sure.
y'all been showing.
The
Right,
visuals
yeah.
we're driving. We got another jump hosted.
Straight fire. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But these visuals that y'all are posting with all like the old school imagery and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolute
with it.
fire.
Just clean.
Well, I guess it all goes.
Fire.
to-
Just fire.
It sounds like the name, two player. Like
Yeah.
that's what the,
The whole
sound
vibe
is.
fits.
It
I
mean,
really
that's what we
is.
kinda go for,
It's a
like-
player type vibe and shit.
exactly.
Yeah,
And you know,
I
we're
can
gonna
feel
get
that.
more advanced with it, but you know, it's just putting it together for the first time.
It's time.
Those
it's
IG
time,
graphics,
man.
It's time and effort. man. Time
Oh,
and
that's for
effort.
sure.
You know.
For sure.
Yeah.
Shit. Yo, that fucking what was that shit called? That little promo you did a couple weeks ago
Oh wait,
for like the what was
The
it?
yard sale
The
shit?
yard sale shit.
Hey,
Yo,
hey, niggas been
I meant to hit you, bro. Yo,
Niggas want that shit back.
on that shit
last night. That
I'm
shit
finna
had
bring
me
that nigga
dying.
back, bro. I'm finna bring that nigga back.
Yo,
bro.
how
I'm
was
telling you,
No,
wrong
explain
with-
this. Hold on.
I
Get
am-
that
You ain't seen it
Explain
yet.
this. No.
Hold on. Let's.
We can pause real quick.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
All right, we watched the video, so we're up to date now on this promo video. Now you got to explain yourself. You got to give us the behind the scenes, if you will.
Hey man, so check it out, right? That video really was not for any like music promotion or anything. So my mom, right? She had this ordeal. She was like, "Look, I'm about to put this like big ass yard sale together," and she started like doing stuff, and it wasn't turning out how she wanted it to turn out. So I pulled into the city. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cheer up, right? Say, hey, look, grab this phone. I'm about to turn. I'm about to turn up right quick.
Yeah,
Do it for the book.
So look, right, look.
This is just for moms. Just to
This
cheer
my
up
mom. I love
mom.
my mom.
Oh,
So look, I had this
Shout out,
suit
mama.
for years. I mean, I found this at the Goodwill.
Oh, this is one of your personal suits.
Nigga, look, I've been doing this since I was 13, nigga. I was 13 doing this shit. Look, I had this suit. We had like some kind of weird cookout from like family reunion type shit when I was like 13, 14. And I was just like, I found this in my mom's basement. I was like, hey, I know what I'm gonna do. So I put this shit on, boom, boom, boom. And I came upstairs like, hey, look, I'm finna just hold this phone. Just hold it. Don't do nothing. Just hold the phone. I just started doing shit. Like, then I'll put it together. I was like, hey, man, this is kind of great for promotion for our album because it came out around the same time. And
Slick shit.
it also brought some business to my mom. So it was like the power of social media is the
Facts.
strangest fucking thing of our existence that
Yeah.
people just don't like.
Shit got overly enhanced.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nigga, so I put the suit on. I picked my hair out a little bit. I said, hey, look, just hold this phone. Did this shit, had the suit on, nigga. Doing the fucking the Freddie Gibbs pose.
Freddie
nigga.
Gibbs
I'm telling you, nigga, once
gotta
this
see
shit
what the
turn
fuck
up,
you talking
I'm finna
about.
go through the streets of Atlanta with this suit on, asking dumbass fucking questions and doing weird ass Eric Andre type shit because
wow.
I'm fucking bored with it.
Okay. So the skits is
But
coming.
that's the type of shit that go viral.
It's the type of shit you gotta.
Weird shit. Yeah.
I was telling this nigga the other day, I said, bro, we're picking up steam But what's going to pick up that major traction is something that goes viral. We not gangsters. We don't shoot niggas. We don't do mad drugs. We don't do no weirdo shit. We just some regular ass niggas. So it's like some shit that we gotta like fucking pick up. Like
show that character.
Yeah, I think promotion like that is almost. I think it could be better off than like just straight album pushing.
Bingo.
Because people like they connect to you as a funny person. They're like, yo, this video is hilarious. I gotta check out what Rich Uncle's doing.
Exactly.
And then the music can kind of come along as well. I think, yeah, you should keep doing as many of those as you can come up with.
I've been plotting, nigga. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Got funny
Funny shit.
It's a fine line with the social media stuff too, though, right? It's like, cause like you said, it's almost like it makes it easier, but at the same time, it's like it's hard to get that exposure or to get traction on that shit to make it seem like, or to make everybody look at that shit too.
Yep.
So
you kind of just got to catch everybody off guard.
Right. It's I don't know what the formula is behind it, but it seemed like some people find it and then some people never do.
I was watching this shit. I'm a YouTube nigga. Like I've been on YouTube since fucking 2006.
YT man,
nigga, what fucking retarded? Excuse for the language, but this is the fucking verbiage. Retarded Gucci Mane. Fucking Eli, y'all remember that nigga?
Yeah.
I was watching shit, you know what I'm saying, since then. So I was watching this shit and I told this nigga, I was like, bro, a lot of these niggas recently that kind of get some kind of weird exposure has done something that went viral. Like the nigga Snap Dogg shot a music video where he literally stepped out of his Charger and shot his gun. And the police was called. And the police came and damn near arrested some nigga or some shit. But that pushed him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, supremely. Fucking YNJ. The nigga, the Coochie Man. Do you know the Coochie Man? Oh my God. That nigga linked up with the nigga with the afro on TikTok and the shit went fucking viral. And that took him off from Flint. The nigga ain't even from Flint, Michigan. He from like a county outside of Flint, which is outside of Detroit, a smaller city than we are. It's like powers of social media is fucking amazing.
Yeah. Guess some shit to go viral is going up.
No.
Yeah. But the fucked up thing is, it's like you got to do something like almost outrageous. Like you can't.
Like you said, man, I got to shoot a gun and almost get arrested. The type of shit.
Right. I'm gonna tell you what didn't happen like that. Fucking what's that nigga? What's that nigga that had the fucking song like the end of last year? The nigga that with the real baby face from Florida. You
talking about the TikTok dude?
The TikTok nigga.
Spot him got him.
Spot him got him.
Yeah.
This nigga linked up with a nigga from the Bay. And he fucking came up with that little dumbass dance.
Yeah, and that's it.
Took that nigga off. But the thing is, Spot him got him been doing shit for years with Julio.
Yeah.
Shit did not take off for him until that nigga came up with the fucking dance.
That's gonna go viral.
And fucking, this nigga was doing shit in Florida that I saw on Instagram years ago, and I just never put to. I was like, okay, there's another nigga from Florida.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the dance caught on. You ain't got to do no stupid shit. It's just something that's
something to catch.
Gravitate to, man.
Yeah, that's right. And you just never know what that could be, though.
Never know.
You kind of just gotta like keep doing that shit until something sticks to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Consistency.
Does that bother y'all at all as an artist? That
highly.
you got to do this extra shit to get attention?
Yes, nigga. I say this shit all the time.
That's a double-edged sword. That's a double-edged sword of social media and shit because everybody has access to it. So therefore, it's almost like everybody's grabbing for attention.
It's not fair.
Who gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? You can't really dictate that.
Talents, expressing yourself, not being afraid to go and do something in front of someone, And if you got the balls to do it, then you never know what's gonna pop.
That's a fact.
It can.
True. I'm gonna tell you this. I see this fucking book in his corner, and it's Gil Scott-Heron, right? Mm-hmm. And for about 4 years now, I've been listening to this Gil Scott-Heron album pretty much every day. I start my morning.
Which one?
is the revolution will not be televised. I know.
Yeah, that's the only one I know of.
Bingo, right?
I was hoping that was what you were gonna say.
My nigga. I ain't even gotta say no more. If you know about that, you know what I'm about to say. It's like you can do so much as far as an artist to make the dopest of music, to have the flyest of attire, to have the brand of all brands. But if it's not televised, that shit is not going anywhere.
Right.
Don't nobody see it don't matter.
We grew up in an era where it was like a blog might pick up something and it could fucking span from a blog posting and then another reblog, another reblog, word of mouth. Nowadays is I'm so caught up on this motherfucker that I don't know what this nigga is telling me. So I'm just caught up in this world of what I fucking algorithmed and I like. You know what I'm saying? So
in your own bubble at that point.
Bingo. Your television is not worldwide now. Your television
the
is
algorithm thing is real too.
Right, exactly.
Like what you see on your timeline might not be what I see on my timeline.
Nigga, it's weird as shit. It's so fucking
all
weird.
on the same applications and shit.
The same programming is personalized, man.
Right. And that's why you'll run across some shit. You be like, damn, this shit got like 30 million views and I've never heard of it before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How?
This nigga.
Right.
Because it sucks like outside of your bubble. You know what I'm saying? Outside of everything that you are used to.
Something that's familiar to that, then that's when you'll get it.
Yeah.
And then they'll start spamming your shit. That shit that's like the same as that shit.
I'm gonna tell you how it popped up on one of my favorite rappers right now. I was like Googling like fasting and veganism and salads and all this weirdo shit like 3-4 years ago, right? And on my fucking algorithm on YouTube, pulled up fucking nigga. Pulled up fucking Larry June, and this nigga was rapping about drinking smoothies, eating like a Cobb salad with a white girl on the beach. I said, "Oh, nigga, this is one of my favorite rappers of all time, man.
This is what I want to be."
Cool
Bingo, and it's just how this shit go, my nigga.
I swear, from the moment that you came and interviewed with us last time and brought up Larry June, from that moment until now, I hear his name nonstop.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that
crazy? I can't tell if it's. I don't know if it's because he's popping off more now or my awareness just was not there
like
at all.
right after.
I mean,
the interview. Did he drop a recent project?
Yeah, there was definitely a project that came
I
out.
kind of seen it come up.
Type that project. Yeah,
like, you can see it come up. Like from when he told me, which was like last year. I started listening to him like late last year.
Yeah.
And then you didn't really see too much. Nobody really, you play Larry June. Who the fuck is Larry June? But now you start to see the billboards and this nigga was at a whole San Francisco baseball game on the fucking Megatron.
So look, I'm about to tell you about the powers of fucking social media.
Right.
So Silicon Valley, I believe, is in like the Bay Area, which is San Francisco, Oakland. Stockton, all that fucking area, right? Pittsburgh, all that shit, right? He's from there.
It's like the Valley,
but he has ties in Atlanta. What it was I told this nigga like maybe like 6 or 7 months before I popped up on Larry June was a fucking like a viral meme of this nigga holding a stack of money. It was just a light-skinned nigga holding a stack of money to his face. And the shit just took off. I kept seeing this shit like every day. And then 6 months later, I saw a video on fucking YouTube. With you saying I said the nigga name, I don't know if it's I don't know what happens. Somehow,
the phones be listening.
This shit listens to a
phones
nigga,
be listening,
and I will say a cadence of a fucking word repeatedly, and the shit will pop the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard about that. I'm talking about the way I've seen him though. Like I've heard his name mentioned on podcasts, like from other people saying, "Yo, you gotta check out this new Larry June." Like he mentioned a new project came out shortly after that. I saw his name like on a few features of other artists I was checking out.
He's been tapping in with a lot of Okay, so authenticity of music will carry you a long way.
Agreed.
Oh,
This
for sure.
nigga does not rap about shooting niggas. He rap about drug dealing, which pretty much everybody has done somehow, some form of fashion. He talks about manipulating some kind of bimbo woman. Like it's like it's like how you live.
Ain't heard that in a minute. Ain't it?
So
I'll start throwing that around. You fucking
he
bimbo.
fucks with so many people that in the Bay Area he took off so much by linking in with the big wigs of the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the social medias, because that's all in that area, that he had no other choice but to kind of force his way into the game. And it's quality music. It may not be what you want to listen to. It may not be what you want to hear, but it's quality music. It's not bad. It doesn't sound bad. His fucking flow is not bad. His delivery is not bad. It's something that you want to eventually
he
tap
grew on
into.
me. He had to grow on me.
I told this nigga like a year and a half ago, hey, listen to Larry Jones. He's like, oh, nigga, whatever. Then like last year, like November, October, he's like, yo, this nigga Larry Jones.
But we talked about that before though.
That
It's
might be me.
you can't really put somebody on. They gotta find that shit themselves. Like,
Yeah, we do that all the
because
time.
otherwise they go just be looking at you like, nah. Like you said, you in your own world, in your own bubble. You be like, man, I listen to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You telling me to listen to this dude, but I listen to this. Like that, and that's not gonna change until you actually find that one song or that one project that sits with you. That's at that point. Now you're a fan. Somebody else can't put you on with that music and shit. It's hard
Turning on
anyway.
to that nigga was, I was in the point of getting back into music, and I literally stumbled upon this song called Larry June, Fuck the Rap Game. And this nigga said this shit. I said, oh my God.
Perfect timing.
This is what
It fits.
I like doing this shit,
This is
but
my
it's
guy.
like, nigga, fuck this shit. I can find money in other arenas.
Right.
And I gravitated to him, and then it was still the fucking chill smoker rap. I smoke weed, but I don't fucking rap about smoking weed all the time.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my content is so
Gas is
much
clay.
deeper than that. That is, Larry June content was so much deeper than that realm, but Currency fucking algorithm is pretty
That's
much
probably
weed
what
shit.
took me on to.
Them niggas gravitated towards each
Fucking
other, and it
with
was
him.
like, oh shit,
I'm a big fan of Currency.
I smoke a lot of weed, but I don't rap about smoking a lot of weed. This nigga raps the same cadence, the same type of beats as this nigga. This is more me than this nigga. And I said this shit weirdly before. Nigga, our birthdays are fucking days apart. Like, this nigga Larry June was born April 8th. Currency was born April 4th. I'm born April 9th. Like, it's like
Ass niggas.
weirdo shit. Like, we're so Aries that we don't fuck with the outside world. We fuck with niggas that are compatible to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like he said, like, that nigga smoke a lot of weed and he rap about smoking a lot of weed. He listens to those type of niggas like Wiz and all those type of niggas.
My boy.
I don't listen to those type of niggas like that.
Yes, indeed.
I was curious about that anyway, Dolph. Who do you like to listen to? Obviously, you ain't gotta give me a full list
I'll
of your
give you
top 10
I'll give
or
you
whatever.
my top
but
3.
let's do it.
And we'll see, but I ain't even put that category top 3.
Yeah, it makes it hard when you say top. You just throw some names
I just started thinking of other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
I can't leave my boy
Somebody get
out
left
though.
off.
Labels, nigga.
Definitely Currency. Currency is I probably would throw every single record out that I have of any other artist and keep all Currency. From Pilot 1 to
High praise.
Pilot Top
That's tough.
3 to motherfucking Bells to motherfucking whatever other
Oh,
mixtape
nigga.
you want to put, LA Confidential, whatever, nigga. It don't matter. Like, I like Currency all day, and then it's Wiz. And You know, I would put June up there, but I just started listening to June, and I can't give him that top.
He's liable to put
I
in
hear
the
you.
top 3.
But I would say Mac, you know, and rest in peace to that guy.
Oh yeah.
Mac Miller.
You know, I was listening to all 3 of those cats on my wave of, you know, doing music and inspirations and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Mac, Wiz, and Currency really was the motherfuckers that probably saved me into, you know, keep doing the shit that I do with music because, I don't know, man, it was just like we were kind of like them, you know?
That was a good era.
Yeah, I feel like I should have been around them niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Great era.
yeah,
That was one of my favorite eras for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
We
2010
were-
was awesome.
We were those niggas in this area. Like, y'all know we had the fucking spot in Rivermont where niggas come record.
Yeah.
Weed is legal now. You can come buy weed. You can find a girl. You can record fucking shit. Like, that whole
Yeah.
era of what they were rapping about is how we live for those fucking 3-4 years of that fucking college weed rapper.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I did not like Mac at all when he like first popped on the scene.
Young boy.
And then later on, as his rapping went from like here to
We
here,
evolved, bro. We were growing up, like-
ridiculous how good he got later on, and I became a pretty big fan. But yeah, I wasn't feeling
Max
it.
growth was crazy.
I'm a potential tapper. I like
It's crazy.
people who with potential to grow. And I've been telling this nigga for years, and I've been telling this nigga for years. I've always known who was going to fucking succeed in some shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga for sure know this. He on the same type of time. As 9th, 10th grade, I was telling this nigga about 11th grade, telling this nigga about Drake. Years later, I'm telling this nigga about Currency. He on Wiz. Like, how if a potential artist can grow, then it's some shit that you can tap into, just like with Mac. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
I only see potential. I don't see
This is
like
true. He sees
That's
no
his thing.
possible
I don't see
bad
downfalls.
outcomes.
I just see like once I see like oh shit the trajectory. I'm like oh this dude will go way up.
Right.
You know, but I mean of course there's some things that happen along their career and shit. But I mean I'll be right though. I don't know. I'll be right.
Said Bobby
Word
making
is Mr. Extreme with his potential size.
What's
They
the
either about to be the greatest ever or they're gonna be the worst rapper to ever touch a mic.
What's the shirt you got on right now, nigga?
Yak. You know what I'm saying? Yak.
Hey, nigga.
You heard of Peachy? You heard Peachy?
Yeah. I mean look, bro. I
ain't
listen.
song.
That nigga ain't this nigga though.
Ain't a song he hasn't heard.
I listen to.
There ain't a song he hasn't heard from
When you
Kodak.
ask me what music I listen to, I listen to Kodak.
I respect it though. I
real
respect
shit,
it,
like-
bro.
Yeah.
And see, as a
I listen
Floridian,
to other shit too, but like that's what I put on.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. If I'm vibing and shit, like that's what I put on.
I'm glad they respect it because you know how the rest of the
I
Mac
know. It's all good.
Not
It's all good.
impressed.
Y'all, it'll come later.
yeah.
I'm
It
telling
get-
you,
it
it's
get
gonna
greater
come
later, you
It
know
get
what I'm saying?
greater later.
I doubt it.
I've been fucking with that nigga since
doubt it.
what was before No Flocking. Girl, I'm done with
you. Skirt.
Nigga,
Skirt.
Nigga, I was putting my anime homie on this
That is
nigga. I
white
said,
girl.
hey, this
She
nigga
put me
hard.
on Kodak.
Yeah, they
It's
love.
crazy.
They used back in like 2017. It was going crazy.
What?
For Kodak, like the
well,
suburban white girls
they
and stuff. They used to
love
go
Kodak.
like, yo, you see this dude straight out the mud, like
you know why they
literally.
love Kodak? Because of the name, nigga. They know what Kodak is, nigga.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's a great rap name.
Kodak, nigga.
Good-
Yeah,
good rap name.
it's a great rap name for sure. For sure, but I mean that's what I listen to. I listen to. I just like
Ain't no gaseous clay, but it's
definitely not.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Southern
It's
rap
at it.
though. I like a lot of like deep South rap and shit. You know, Louisiana.
That's why I was gonna
type
ask you.
shit.
You fuck with Mo 3.
You look like
I
Well, that's Texas,
them.
but
Yeah, I like them. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna say I wouldn't cap like I'm a huge fan and shit. But
I saw when his album dropped. I wasn't familiar with him at all,
Rest in peace.
and I don't care for Boosie. So I seen Boosie featured on 3-4 songs. I was like, nope, this is not for me. I just kept the movie. Didn't even try to listen to him. Then he passed, and then I heard one of the songs, and I still skip a lot of the album, but there's probably 4 or 5 on there. I was like, yo, these are some of the greatest songs this year. Like, he's
okay,
fire. I wish
The outside song.
ended way too
That shit
soon.
rings so crazy.
Yeah.
I spit on Boosie for
But to be such a
Alvin
laid back song.
I think
that
a
shit
lot of
great.
people
Alvin
made that
Jones was
mistake
fire,
with Boozy,
too.
yo, and I'm trying to tell them like, a lot of people shitted on Boozy because I did the same thing, and it's like And I don't know. I remember I was working at J. Crew and shit, and that's when the Pandora days. You just put on a random shit at Pandora and shit or whatever. And when you listen to your music,
Shout out to J. Crew.
and then a Boozy song came on, and I'm like, you know what? This dude really spitting, like, and that's the shit that I guess we were talking about, like that street conscious shit. Like,
man, Boozy spit.
everybody was, you know, and
Just a nigga. That's
I mean,
all.
everybody want to just bottle these niggas up as like street rappers, but it's like, nah, it's like really it's conscious because the dude talking his truth. Like,
Yeah.
he's speaking some real shit. And that at that point, and I'm like, and I was on my like huge Tupac phase at the time. Like, I would only listen to nothing but Tupac and shit. But I'm like, yo, Boozy is on that kind of like time and shit.
I'm
But
gonna tell you the difference. It's
He's
like
just a nigga. That's all.
Gil Scott Heron
They not
is
gonna
like
put a nigga in charge.
It's like Boosie compared to like shit. What's that nigga Pablo Rich to just like a regular ass nigga. Like they make the same kind of content, but Boosie is more so like this is real life versus
You tap into it a
the
different level.
animated. I got a lot of money. type
Right,
thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Serious, you can hear it in his voice.
I shitted on Boosie for years, nigga. I got a tattoo with a nigga on my leg that swore by this nigga Boosie for years. I said, nigga, fuck Boosie, nigga.
Still have
Years later, I'm like, hey, this nigga Boosie really talking that shit.
Right. If you go back and listen, yo,
if you tap into that fucking realm of a street nigga in the South.
Yo, that mind of a maniac when that shit dropped.
Yeah.
That nigga's a god compared
Street
to them
nigga.
Street nigga.
That's all
Goon.
all the niggas play that shit,
Me
man.
and Heavy used to run. Nigga, we used to
God,
play
every
ball.
morning
We used to
I wake
play
up,
ball.
here's
What was
some
that
fucking
shit?
Boosie.
Man, it was a fucking joke. Me and this nigga best friend, he locked up right now. We used to fucking
It was Webby and
scream
Boosie.
this song every time we play basketball, nigga.
I kind of like Webby over Boosie.
I fuck
It
with
wasn't
Webby
big
hard.
money. Was
The
it big
Saddest
money?
Life?
Big money. I like it. How you say, nigga, we shoot a three or something. Big money. Nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, Boosie.
Boosie was that
He
way.
got all the
yo.
hood classics for sure.
One line from
And-
Webby that always stick with me is hopping out a tree with a 223. That shit
What?
crazy.
You talking that shit?
Yo, and, for real, I wanted to say that shit too. Webby a little bit of like underrated as far
Yeah,
as
he's
like, rapper,
a
like
hood
lyrically.
lyricist. Yeah, he's a
He
hood
can
lyricist.
spit. You know what I'm saying? Webby can really spit. He got a little flow and shit.
And that's why I say I kind of took Webby over Boosie.
Yeah,
because
nah.
No, I've been saying that shit for years.
More
nigga.
exciting.
I loved Webby. I didn't like Boosie at all, but I love Webby, nigga.
Webby can
bitch.
spit. He don't get no
Bitch,
love.
nigga.
bitch,
You bitch.
Yeah,
You bitch.
yeah, that
You
was-
bitch. My nigga.
play that when you mad.
One of our homeboys, right? One of our homeboys was the first nigga to touch money ever and hype. This nigga had like hundreds of thousands of dollars in high school, bro. And this nigga used to come up in the hood in a fucking Volkswagen Golf, nigga, with 215s in the back. Blasting
Goon, shout
Webby.
out Goon.
Goon, nigga. You bitch. You nigga. Hey, nigga, we sit in the front. We with the front seat. This nigga had what? He had like a Caprice. He had some kind of like
Nigga
Cadillac.
kept
some
buying
shit.
cars.
This nigga kept buying cars, but we were sitting in that motherfucking Volkswagen. This nigga will only play Webby in that fucking Volkswagen. You
That shit was
bitch.
hard. It was
You
hard.
bitch. And I'm telling you,
Peanut
nigga,
butter seats.
I've been on this nigga Webby since 2009 type shit. Boosie, I ain't like Boosie at all.
Yeah, see, I was more of a Boozy fan than a Webby fan, but like as time went on, I just grew to like appreciate them both because at first, like I said, I didn't fuck with Boozy, but then it's like it's those moments. It's because everybody was fucking with him,
Yeah.
and it made me say like, oh. I mean, no, he can't be that nice. You know what I'm saying? He not that good. Well, because you
had the
look at
bangers.
shit and you only want to like give it attention on the surface level.
Yeah.
You don't really want to get like deep into it or really listen to like or absorb what they talking about because you feel like it's not relatable. But at the same time, it's just like if they were me, this is the type of shit I'd be on. You know what I'm saying? Or if I grew up the way that they grew up, this is the type of time I'd be on and shit. So like it just puts you in their shoes and stuff like that. People who can articulate their life like
put
that.
it in the mind frame of a nigga. So how we grew up is kind of more so of, I'm not going to say corporate side because we're from a small city, but it's like our city hasn't tapped into street shit until recently. Put it in the mind frame of like a boss owning a company and one of your workers fuck you off like this nigga just quit and ain't say nothing. Or this nigga like sitting here on your shift on his fucking phone. Like these niggas rap about this type of shit.
Right, just different perspectives.
Super street terms.
Right, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And it's like you kind of gotta grow with this shit. These niggas grow up at a stupid young. I'll tell you this shit real quick. I was watching this viral video of this little boy. This nigga had to be like 7 years old. This nigga pulled out like $160 some, and he bet this big time dope boy. Like this nigga was in a BMW. He pulled up on this nigga. He said, "Hey, I bet you I give you $200 if you can pull out $200." This nigga pulled out 180 something, and you know what I'm saying? Like counting this shit in ones type shit. These little niggas grow up so fast as far as survival instincts.
Right.
We grow up socially.
Right.
They grow up survivally.
Right. Yeah.
And then once you get into an age to where it's like survival mode and social mode, that's when we can tap into that kind of music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's for sure. And I mean, I definitely feel you on that because that's what, honestly, going back, I don't want to stay on Kodak, but that's what attracted me to him. Because when I first heard him and shit, I didn't really fuck with it. Like my homeboy Keon, he had put me on. He's like, "You don't listen to Kodak?" I'm like, "Nah, it's all right. It sound okay." You feel me? But then I listened to the Ambitious or whatever, or Ambition, and he was like 14 rapping on that, and I'm like, why the fuck is he rapping about shit so much? Like you know what I'm saying? It's shit so much older than him. Like it's somebody 18, or you would think that been in the streets they whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Is rapping about right? You too grown to be rapping like this, and that's what made me interested in shit about it.
And you fell in love with the nigga because I'm gonna tell you why you fell in love with the nigga.
Right.
Because you knew deep down this nigga was not a street nigga. He was just such
He a kid.
He a kid.
Right, he a kid.
This
Right,
nigga
exactly.
a kid, and he don't want to go through this shit.
It made me think of every other kid in America and shit. It's like, well, damn, if he feel like this, then it's gotta be, it's millions of motherfuckers like this. You know what I'm saying? It's what you make you think. It's like it's more about like people be guilty because of circumstance and shit more so than their actual actions. Like, of course they did those things, but it's like we got to look into like why are they doing it? No, people don't really ask the why. They just want to like place punishment and blame and shit like that.
All right, versus.
Yeah, damn. All right, bro.
Versus.
You got my attention.
Yeah, I'm hyped about this part right here, bro. Everybody watched? Was everybody in tune live?
I checked out I told you I checked out the box score.
I watched.
Checked out the box
Pretty much
score.
everybody was just casting Jada shit. So,
bro,
I'm pretty sure.
I watched live. It was an experience. So who did y'all have? Was y'all been on the verses for a while? Y'all been watching shit? Y'all see the promo?
I mean,
who did y'all have before the verses started?
I've always been a Locks fan.
Okay.
But see, I mean, D-Block, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, the only nigga I fucked without a goddamn Dipset was Hell Rail, and that nigga wasn't even around for that shit, was he?
Wow.
No, Hell Rail. He in jail.
Exactly. The real niggas be locked up and dead.
Hey, nigga, fuck.
But all the motherfuckers, they said they was up there on Fashion Week. That shit was funny. They said all the camera on them was on Fashion Week. Jada was at war, nigga.
I thought Diplomats was gonna have it.
Right.
Me too.
I did.
I thought they
I thought the majority was going with Dipset.
A long shot.
What, you was gonna bring Wayne up there?
No. What you guys gonna do?
All right, but check. All right, this is what I was thinking about.
Can't feel my face shit again.
exactly,
Because
right.
Every time I do it,
I realized watching that versus that I was like I'm an unintentional real Jadakiss and Locks fan.
Yo, Jada just
because the shit that they was playing, I was like, yo, I know this shit. I remember this shit. Oh shit, he did that one. Oh shit, he did that one. I'm been a fan of Dipset too, but my thing with Dipset is I think people gave them a lot more credit than what they were. Now they had a movement. They was the flyest niggas out. They was I'm out of New York. It was like I didn't attach to what they was doing as much as everybody else was growing up.
Around rocking pink furs and all that.
The pink joke always threw me off.
But
I thought it was wild that he had niggas wearing pink.
Right.
I can never do. I'm like, I'm not buying nothing that's pink.
For real.
During that, I couldn't see myself wearing pink. I've never worn pink in my life.
Like, nigga, I'm gonna wear
It's not even on some like I
was
don't know
in
gay shit.
fourth
I'm like I'm
grade.
not wearing pink just
I was
because
in
Cameron
fourth
wear
grade
pink.
with a crushed linen fucking pink shirt.
Bro,
nigga.
the hardest niggas I knew in life
looked
was
at you
wearing
funny.
pink.
looked
I
good
didn't
against my
understand
skin.
it.
The bitches look.
Yeah.
I didn't understand
bitches,
it,
though.
but hey,
Get
it's
you
what
that
it
Easter
is.
pink, bro. You
Nigga,
that
what,
good
nigga?
little look, good your little
But
polo
down,
tee. That's all you
but
need.
down that motherfucker crisp and
Spandex.
clean.
Yeah.
shorts.
No, couldn't
Hey,
do
look,
it.
this how
Polo, blue stripes.
this how-
polo, blue stripes.
this how Jada Kiss won the shit, bro.
Bro.
He took the shit over.
We what happened was
Well, y'all start from the beginning.
our mind was Dipset had the fucking records that everybody knew,
That was my.
everybody
How would you
understood,
even
Of course.
and we grew up on and we loved. But
was
what
Jada
the
Kiss
Locks
watching
did,
Versus?
Ballin'?
no. What the
They're
Locks,
basically one-hit wonders.
bruh, no. listen, bro.
Dipset is literally
Listen.
That's
What the
that's
Locks.
You're going too far.
That's a big stretch.
One hit wonders.
That's a big stretch.
Now, I'm over here trying to cope like
What the Locks
not one hit
did
wonders.
was
Okay.
took Jada Kiss's catalog
long?
Yeah, we
and
gotta
put
have
it in the
one
fucking
conversation.
face.
How long of a streak has Cameron had? How long of a streak has Joel without Wayne? Okay. How long? Hell Rail locked
5 or
up.
6 years.
I mean, how many niggas is in
Dipset?
Dipset?
Cam
And how
had-
many niggas was successful in Dipset
Cam
besides
had the
all
longest
the
run.
niggas.
Jones and Cameron?
Cam had the
All them
longest
niggas.
run.
Joel's. And Joel's. I mean, that
Wells was a young boy in the group, but he was a high
Wells was
young
the
boy.
heartthrob, and he had it for 3 years. Cameron had it for about 3 or 4 years,
It's
with
just
old
how
boy
niggas
through
out,
the
man.
Purple Haze era. Jim Jones had Ballin', Summer in Miami.
Jones the last.
Did the
Jim Jones
whole
been better
Certified
recently in
Gangster.
recent years
Certified
than the
Gangster.
other
It
bit.
was like
yeah.
that's what we were thinking. Jada
I
Kiss.
was thinking that.
No, Jada Kiss was what won the Locks.
Facts.
They didn't have a Locks catalog to sustain.
have to.
themse-
Oh,
That's what a versus is.
I want to come in on that.
But even
If you've
they
been
had
watching
one-on-one
Versus-
versus, they
look,
could have
look,
put
if you-
Joel's and Jada Kiss right there. He would have crushed them too.
If you've been watching
He
Versus,
would have put one-on-one both of them.
having the
Any of
most hits ain't really ever mattered. It's the best performance and who got the best records that connect to their fans or the people that watch.
Jada Kiss, nigga.
But I would have gone if
Jada.
if
They
we would
knew
have
what
said
it
that
was.
from before. I think you're right. I still thought it would have gone the opposite way because of that. I expected the
How?
Locks not to have the type of energy. Not like they're not energetic
I
or whatever,
understand.
but
I
like
understand what you're
their
saying,
style of rap
Flamboyant.
is
Boy,
like
caught you sleeping.
Yeah,
Boy,
it's
caught you
Flamboyant, I'm
sleeping.
here.
it's similar
That shit
to
so
what I saw.
wild.
But look
You know
where
what I'm saying?
look
Did you
where it
ever
was
see
at,
the
though.
Locks
Rock music
perform
good
though?
work.
Look where it was
They
at,
always
though.
give that energy.
If they would have performed, if they would have did the
Just look
same
at,
performance in a Atlanta or Florida,
Wow.
Miami,
You know
it
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
no. It would have been Diplomats, but it was New York that had the fucking
They was both at home, so they both had home field advantage.
no.
But the Locks got that New York rhyme type shit.
Dipset blew up in
So-
the South way before they blew
That's a
up
good point.
in New York.
It's a whole different sound.
It's a whole different.
That's why I said, Cameron, you live in Miami, nigga.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
like-
I'm gonna
Sound
disagree.
resonates.
I think more New York people will hold the Diplomats more higher than everybody else.
I don't think so.
I think we dismissing
When they always
Locks.
came to that,
Locks
was
came out
always
with Bad
slept
Boy.
on Between Dipset.
Locks
Yeah.
came out with Bad Boy, and it was on the biggest records in the world.
They was on the
Jay-
biggest.
And they
That
was
seems
writing
like
the
fucking
biggest.
18
Jada was
years
writing
old.
the biggest
But they
records
was
in
the
the world.
first. They was the first niggas to come up and go viral and say, "Nigga, fuck that shiny suit shit.
Yeah.
I want my
And then
money.
they went to Rough Riders and was making the biggest records
I'm
in the
a
world.
Grammy nigga now."
Right,
But Dipset throughout their whole career was, "I'm a shiny suit nigga." If you like it or not,
It's
It
flash.
was always on some
It's a
flash
flash.
shit.
It was
And
flash,
I think that's
right.
why they lost.
That's-
They was too cool for school.
that's
Right.
Too
why they
cool
lost.
for the
Too cool.
occasion. They thought they could
New
just walk
York-
up there with the biggest chains
New
on,
York has
the flies
lost-
designer on,
New
and
York-
could play their music and it was gonna ring off.
New York got that bully mentality and shit.
They lost such an aggression of the fucking rap game that they're over New York. They like, I'm so New York nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, that's why they gravitated towards the Locks.
When they first came out, when they announced them, they had to do, I forgot his name, the Let's Get Ready to Rumble dude announcing the joint.
Oh yeah.
Buffer.
Yeah, Buffer. When they announced the Locks, Locks came out straight up. They came out, hit the stage. They ain't had no entourage when it was just them. They announced the Diplomats. Jim came out. Freaky came out. Joel's then came out. And then like 3 minutes later, Cam came out. So they didn't even come hitting the stage together. They came out on some Dolo shit.
Oh, you don't know they beefing, nigga.
Yeah, they was beefing. That's another thing you gotta bring up.
A minute.
They just now reconnected in the last couple of years. They had been beefing for a while.
But that's the thing.
And they came out and they Dolo shit. I was like, oh, they ain't taking this seriously.
But that plays into your energy overall too.
Yeah.
Like, if y'all ain't connecting, then how you expect for the fans to connect with you as well too?
Sure.
Like all of that, it's not visible. You can't see it, but that intangible shit like really matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Locks came out there as one.
I think Locks won off of preparation.
Facts.
Straight
Straight
too.
Facts.
Oh,
I
that's
think it
from
was
years
prep.
of,
I think it was just.
They were.
that's
They
from
were.
years of
like
performing because they
fucking
still had that.
Jada
They still
Bro,
fuck with each other.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's
We was
fair.
talking
Bro,
about.
you put any of them niggas up against Jada, bro. It's gonna
That's
be
what I'm
Jada
saying.
all
We
day,
was talking
bro.
about last week. We was talking about the Rolling Loud shit, and then we was talking about people performing and being able to do it without their background vocals and remember all their rhymes.
Right.
I was saying like
Cameron was singing and
today and
shit.
yesterday, Jada was talking. They said Jada was talking about like he just needed a couple days because he didn't remember all them old songs, them old freestyles, them cool mixtapes.
right.
He said he didn't remember the words today. He said, but a couple run throughs,
Right,
been
it's
playing
gonna
them
come back.
songs.
Right.
It came back, and
Muscle
then he
memory.
was
Yeah.
word every word, didn't miss a beat the whole time, the whole night, every song. These is old records.
Bro, what-
We talking about
Who said
97,
that
98
again?
Clue tape
Who said that
records.
again?
Like, that's over 20 some
Who
years
said
ago.
that though?
Huh?
Who said that?
Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said he prepped for that.
Crowd.
He knew the whole time.
Yo, when he played the New York jump,
It went off.
like you could feel that shit through the
New
phone.
York.
100 goods, 100
Dipset
goods.
did not have that kind of record because
Right.
they knew that
They played
couldn't
Welcome
blow
to
up.
New York City and it
Them
didn't hit the
niggas-
same.
Bro, them niggas came
was
out
like,
at the
wow.
same. Cameron came out the same time as the Locks, but they didn't take off because they didn't have that sound. Cam and them niggas took off in the South way before they took off up in the North. That's what.
I can see the connection.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
Especially with
happened.
Wayne.
Them niggas ain't like, man, bro. I know so many niggas from New York. Them niggas
Man,
did
like
not
who?
like Cameron. They don't like Cameron. None of them niggas.
But even during that time, I used to think like when Wayne connected to him, people was making it like I seen stuff like how like it say Wayne stole a lot of sauce from Dipset, and you could see that by what he was wearing and his style during that time. But I saw it as like, yo, Wayne giving Dipset
Yeah, I was
like
like-
Wayne was mixtape Wheezy during that time. So him,
Right.
whoever he stood beside was getting all types of light.
Right.
That's how I seen him like, yo, they with Wayne. That shit crazy.
Perspective,
Forever will go down history.
Yeah.
Wayne, bro.
That's how I looked at that shit. But yo, shout out to Jada, man.
He out
Jada,
here
like-
really bodying this whole versus
Killed
thing.
it.
Bro, even in
MVP.
between songs, the shit he was talking,
Murked it.
it was like,
He
yo,
had crowd control.
He did.
bro,
It was only
breath
two of
control.
Yeah, that
Versus
nigga, that
five
nigga Tyler,
of
the
them.
creator, said,
And that's what I'm saying. You got
one
one man with all them songs versus 5 niggas who barely could put out a few hits.
Bro, it was amazing.
Now, and you take that same aspect and you put it in a different perspective. If they would have took that nigga Jadakiss away from that shit, Dipset would have killed them
Of
niggas.
course, but I don't know. You can't sleep on Styles.
Yeah, if you
either.
take the best away, I mean,
Yeah.
What you got? What you
What you want me to
got?
do?
Styles P is I get high.
I get high.
That shit rang off, especially when they flipped it with the I Got 5 on the beat.
That shit to
When he
this
put the
day.
I Got 5 on the beat on the Can I Get, bro,
Oh, that's
I went
pretty dope.
crazy when that
That's
shit
dope.
happened. I was like, yo.
That's dope.
Yo, they was ready for this shit. I got a couple quotes from Jada, bro, that night, bro. These niggas don't know about Grammys, know what Grammys look like. They know what grams look like.
And now Grams look
He said, Freaky Ziggy look like the fat nigga from Drew Hill. He getting free money. Why he even got a mic for? I was like, oh, Jada?
Yo, he was getting off on all them niggas.
He was going crazy, bro. Yo, Jada
I never heard
Jada
a
was
Freaky
ready,
Ziggy
bro.
song ever.
Bro.
Me,
All I know is Freaky Ziggy
I
from the
really didn't
skits.
understand why he was out there.
I know Freaky Ziggy from the skits, and I know Freaky Ziggy from that fucking BT hip hop or whatever performance where that nigga was out there selling the shit, and he was just sitting there on the block doing this shit, all
the
this
DVD
shit.
era.
Nigga, niggas ain't know who Freaky Ziggy was. Freaky
No.
Ziggy was just a nigga.
I just know the name because it sounds cool.
Freaky Ziggy.
Right. That's just it.
It was a wild time.
it looked like they were going to get into it. Like multiple times.
Yeah.
While you're just watching, well, I didn't watch it live, but I was watching on YouTube. While you're watching, like in the moment, it's like, yo, they might like really throw hands or something, right?
It was chippy.
But it was so, they played it well. They just played it well. And then they turned it into the tour now.
Have you seen the videos at the aftermath videos
A few.
of niggas getting it? Like, I saw this joint today where Styles was with Cameron.
I seen that.
I
And the
saw
nigga
it.
was like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt you pulling on my shit, but this is $1,000 pants, nigga. So I had to kick you a little bit more.
Cameron kicked him at one point.
Yeah, I can't kick him.
They
And
brought
what
the lawn chair.
But the thing was this: what they told him was like, bro, you already know we finna get real aggressive with this shit. So we finna push niggas. We finna do this diesel shit. As long as you don't spit on me, punch me in the face.
Don't hit me in the face.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
They
all
clearly
that-
had rules.
Yeah.
Like some kind of guideline that they had agreed upon. Like, we're going to push the limit, but don't do this.
They had to. Because when Jada grabbed Joel's bandana and slammed that shit on the floor, if they hadn't agreed to nothing, blows was getting thrown right there.
Yeah.
It had to get thrown right there.
Well, I'm saying, especially the way you done seen Joel's rock his bandana
Yeah,
before. That
that's
shit
like
never
his
fall.
staple.
That shit be like T.I.'s hat.
Yeah.
It be on the side of his head,
That's
barely
a
over
staple.
the
So
shit.
to disrespect his bandana
That's like taking
that.
a king. That's like taking King James's crown
Right,
and
right.
throwing that motherfucker
Bro.
just on the ground. Nigga.
Next
like,
level
you've
disrespect.
been doing this shit for years. Fuck your shit.
Joel's probably could do a backflip and that thing would never hit the floor. So somebody snatching it off
It's
your head.
super glue.
Right. He got
Another
that,
thing I noticed was like
whatever
in
they
the,
using for lace fronts nowadays, that's what he putting on his bandana and shit.
when Jada started performing the mixtape freestyles, I noticed the crowd was ooh, because if you heard any Jada verse ever in life, it always sounded like a diss track. It's always sounded like he's directing something towards somebody.
That's right, it's bars.
So when he
For
started
sure.
spitting the freestyles, every bar felt like it was meant for Dipset.
Yeah, right.
It was directed right to every single bar. So people was ooh and y'all don't remember this shit, but it made sense for the situation because it's this is a battle
That
now.
nigga said, I don't care who shot you because he ain't kill you.
On the who shot you
Freaky
beat.
Zeke got shot multiple times, nigga.
Cam got shot.
Cam got shot
Bro,
multiple.
so
Freaky
every
was the
shot,
first.
yo.
Freaky was the nigga who got shot. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
So it felt like a direct hit. I was
I
like,
don't
yo.
care who shot you because he ain't kill you.
The
nigga.
Who Shot Your verse was crazy.
Yeah.
He shut it down. He shut it down.
That shit was
I had a
nuts.
nigga in Indianapolis. I posted that shit. This nigga asked me. He said, "Is this on a mixtape?" I said, "Yeah, nigga. This shit years
You
old.
probably
nigga.
can't find this. You might be able to find it on that Piff or something.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
It's on
'cause
YouTube.
I pulled it up
Yeah,
right
I pulled it up
after.
too.
Right after
It's
you
on
pulled it
YouTube.
up.
Them clue tapes, that's back in the day.
Was that the best one? Was that the best verse?
At this point,
It's almost not fair to compare them.
It's always
because
better
they
when it's
got it
really-
as a full
Right.
setup.
Yeah.
It's a concert at this
I thought
point.
Jeezy and
but it's been a few concerts and it hasn't really
Jeezy
been
and Gucci was
tension.
hard though. That was hard.
Jeezy and Gucci was hard,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
hard.
the essence of hip hop and rap
right, it wasn't
was them niggas.
Yeah.
It was like
yeah, they came with it.
the battle. South music is more personal. It's
Right.
like, I'ma kill your homeboy. I done shot this nigga that you know. Them niggas is like, bro, we just out here shooting niggas. Like, that's how we saw it back
I see
in
what
the
you're
day.
saying. I see what
You know
you're saying.
I'm
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
Should get real personal.
I think they got to stick with this format. It may not always be like people that are like really gonna beef like that or even present that as beef during the show or whatever. But I enjoyed Versus a lot when it first came on, when we were super pandemic'd up.
Yeah.
And then once that stopped and everything, sports got back and stuff. Like I
Yeah,
haven't watched,
like, yeah,
I haven't watched the
now.
Versus in months. I
And it
haven't watched
hasn't been
the
like
last
real
6 of them,
competition, really. It's been like what they call it, like a celebration.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
When you put
right.
people together and it's supposed to be actual verses, you're supposed to pit them against each other. So it's supposed to be like,
when you spend the positivity fucking aspect,
Right.
it doesn't capture Americans no more. We don't
Right.
want to hear that shit.
It worked. It worked with like X and Snoop, but I don't think you can get away with that with
But
just
they
the
didn't have
regular.
no beef. Like, it wasn't like, it was two
Yeah.
different coasts. It was
Right,
just
right.
two niggas that referenced dogs a lot.
Yeah, but I'm saying the whole
Giving them their
night.
flowers.
The whole night was just like celebrating each other, and I
Yeah.
thought it played well.
Yeah,
with
that
those
was
two.
that was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
So I don't know. I don't know who else jumps in next, but if they get it like this, I'll be back in on Versus. But I've been tuned out for a minute now.
Who
Yeah.
next though? Like,
I don't know.
there's a
I
lot of
wanna see
people out
no
there
artist. You know who
still.
I want to see though? I want to see Sade and Anita Baker.
Oh, that'd be
I think,
fire.
I think Anita Baker did one already.
I don't think so, bro. That was like
Oh, she
Who
might
Patti
have one
LaBelle
already.
and
That was
and,
Patti LaBelle.
Man, Sade might be one of the most sampled artists of all time.
Right.
You remember Rome? You remember?
He's still doing that shit, bro. He's still, Lakim will sample the fuck out of some Sade for sure. Like that was like cheap. Like I said, one of the most sampled artists of all time. Got to be
Shout
Sade.
out to what's the Soulution?
Soul Collection.
Soul Collection.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was Soulution. That might be hunger for some niggas.
Something like that. Yeah. I know one thing I was like, I tell Rome all the time and shit, when I've been telling them I was wrong about this shit for years now, but it's always instances that come back up like this. We used to argue, it was back like maybe 05, 04 type shit, about who was better, Cassidy or Jadakiss.
Looking
Needless to
crazy.
say, I done fucked up. I was wrong. I was on Cassidy's side. But
You
that's
was probably saying that that time when Cassidy was hot though.
yeah, right. Cassidy was hot as fuck, and he had those like.
Oh no, he didn't spit another something. You know, Tory done got himself into some other shit.
But yeah, that flame went out a long time ago.
That shit died when that nigga was in the hotel with R. Kelly.
No, it's Swiss Beats.
That joint is fire.
Once Swiss Beats got away from it, Cassidy can't make songs. That was the thing about it. He can't make no songs. He can rap.
Cassidy is not a song nigga.
And then he don't have no flows. Like even Jadakiss gonna give you the same flows, but the bars just so hard, it's undeniable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And his voice too, mixed in
So
with all
raspy.
of that. It's like a creative rapper type shit.
Yeah.
He shot you because he ain't kill you.
Savage.
Nigga.
Boy, Jada the truth.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said that made me think of this, but we gotta ask them their opinion about people that have like a real set lane. We've had that conversation so many times where you got one specific sound that's very successful and you just mainly stick with that. What are your thoughts as an artist on
Go
this?
with him first. I got a whole
Either one of you.
Go with him first.
I mean, I'll give you a little I'll give you a little backdrop on the conversation that we've had.
Yeah.
Some of us are of the opinion that if you do something so well and that's what you like to do, want to do, and you can kill it, keep doing it that way.
Yeah, you find
rock
your
with
lane.
your core fan base, and that's fine. That's a version of success as well. Other people think that if you only have that one bag, that one flow in your bag, the level of talent or creativity is not up to par, and they're looked down upon as artists.
I didn't say that, man. I didn't say that.
I didn't say who it was.
I mean, you put a little
I was
sauce
trying
on.
to
But
get your essence of the point.
Essentially, yeah. I mean,
You said they won't be around for long if they don't switch it up at some point. That's why you made it.
I think
Versatile, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But I mean, if you're stagnant in a lane and it's working, you know, don't be a dumbass, of course.
Yeah, don't turn
You know what I'm saying? But at the same
That's a
time,
good
you
point.
know, there's no limit to success, man. You can go out there and have a lane in country music and then do like Lil Nas X and flip the shit up, and now he's on some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy the level of versatility versus a stagnant flow, man. Like, is beyond possibilities. You know?
Do you have more respect for one or the other? And I want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. When you said stagnant flow, when it comes to mind, like we've obviously had
We was
this
talking
talk
about
about
the
Baby
Baby.
a lot.
I'll say Gucci.
I think Pusha T is another one.
Yeah,
that has the
definitely,
same
for sure.
type of flow, same type of subject matter. But to me, like he's damn near perfect at it. That's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
So, do you have a higher level of respect for somebody that masters the one flow or is able to do the versatility more? No wrong or right answer. Just curious.
I mean, flowers are given when flowers are due. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, I
that's
like
what
that.
I go by, you know, because it's like I like versatility in general. But if you're that artist that has that same flow every track, different beat, but it's fire, what you're saying is fire, because nowadays to me it's not about what you're saying with the whole youngin' crowd, you know, with the today's 2020. It's not about what you're saying, it's basically how you say it, how it sounds, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is now. But, you know, there's some still artists that, you know, have that, you know, I kind of do that with my music. I kind of have that same flow and sound of, but it sounds good, you know, on beats and different sounds, because I guess it's the continuation of doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm not gonna say it's mastered. It's not mastered at all.
Right. But it's what you
can always find
more or
your
less
pocket.
specialize
Yeah,
in. If you
and
will.
it's like I might as well keep doing it to master it, and then once I feel like then I would venture off. But versatility to me is is more respected, I would say, than just the stagnant flow, which I mean, the same flow.
Make the same song into that same song fucking blow the fuck up. I'm telling you, this been one of my closest friends for 15 years plus. But nigga, make that same song, bro. All my artists that I fell in love with has made the same exact album year after year after year. That's why we found a fucking picture randomly of I'm Currency, this nigga Wiz. This nigga love Wiz, I love Currency. Wiz kind of
Currency is another
kind of traveled in that let me find a fucking wave that I can kind of attach to. I'm more of the consistency is the key type shit. All my artists have been consistent. Nigga, every song that I make sounds the same, nigga. I rap about the same thing. I go about the same subject, the same producers. It's just, bro, like, why would you? I'm gonna tell you this: you can adapt, but adapting is not.
It's more like an evolution.
Bingo! It's not changing who you are.
Right.
It's evolution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Understood.
Don't just. That's like hood hopping to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, I grew up with a
not
nigga.
Authentic.
Fat nigga, I grew up with a nigga who was rep nigga, and then we was in like 10th grade. This nigga came back from summer in all red.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know exactly who I'm talking about. You know exactly.
Yes,
We're not gonna say no names on the podcast.
No.
The nigga might be locked. Nigga, you know who I'm talking about.
For sure.
That's hood hopping.
Right.
Why would you do that? Why would you change the core you, bro?
That's how I be feeling.
Are you a Drake fan?
Not no more.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Not no more.
Because we do need to get your response to what they thought.
Yeah.
Not no more. And like I said,
you said you would put them on early.
I put everybody on. I put everybody I knew, bro. This is the nigga who gonna blow up.
Same.
Right.
The same.
And that
Good
nigga
call.
took off.
Good call.
But-
He was right.
But when that nigga tried to swivel this way and swivel this way, the chord kind of crumbled a little bit. The mainstream picked it up, but it's going to be a money grab. It's like, oh, this hot right now. It's not going to be everlasting. You know
That's
what
why I
I'm saying?
said don't be a dumbass. If you're not good at it, don't do it.
Wiz,
Stay in your lane.
It's like a certain amount of money that you will hit, as far as like a mainstream artist or like a underground artist. You might hit a certain plateau. You might get there longer, or you might get there faster. Wiz got there a lot faster with Black and Yellow, but Currency got there a lot slower. But them niggas is on the same exact level right now. But Wiz was the mainstream.
That's a good comparison. I think I used that before because I think I seen interviews of them like when it comes to artists and like what you doing and how you figuring out your lane or whatever, you gotta know where you trying to go for. And I think I seen interviews with Currency was talking about how both of them used to have these conversations about what we wanted out of our careers. And he said Wiz always wanted to be a superstar. He wanted to have all the shine, all the light, all the fans. He wanted to go all the way to the top. Currency didn't want that. Currency didn't want all the lights, the biggest hit records. He wanted to find his lane, find his coke base, and stick to that and ride that shit on out. So they just went different paths, and Wiz did what he did. Currency stayed where he is and grew his base or whatever it is, and then they both had
got a Honda shirt on,
successful
nigga.
careers. So you can't say one is more successful than the other because they're both highly successful and locked in as what they are. But some people just want different things out of their career.
And I guess, I mean, for me, I think it's just like, I don't know how I grew up musically and shit. Like, when we were, like, writing music and stuff like that, I used to fuck with Lakim or whatever, heavy, when we was doing music. And this motherfucker was so good at rapping. Like, on another level. I looked at him like a Lynchburg Jay-Z when it came to rapping and shit. He was so smooth and so good at it. And I was like, man, like, how can I fucking like tap in? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I get on his level and shit? And to me, it was always like switching flows and like bars and shit. So it won't necessarily like, when I'm saying like, it's not like changing you or like the essence of the artist that you are, but it's almost looking at each beat like a different canvas. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, so now I got to paint something different because this is just it's a different world that I'm stepping into. So I always was stepping like, okay, what kind of flow can I stretch on this one, or how can I speed up the cadence or slow it down in this part. So that's more so what I'm talking about when I'm thinking about versatility and shit.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily changing who you are, nothing like you rapping your truth, but it's like how I'm gonna deliver it to you this time. I'm always trying to give you a different package. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of shit
Niggas ain't
that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to sing.
Right. It ain't even got to be that. Right.
It's all about, staying in your lane. And if it's working for you, then continue to do it. If not, then you probably just need to give it up. And that's just facts. That's just life.
That is
true. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're probably at the point where it's just like, okay, we're going to really, go into the mode of just, dropping shit, even if it's versatile or stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to drop shit. But by the time we're like, what? I'm giving myself like, what, 33, 35? That's it.
I mean, is there a point, though, where you cut it off, though?
So, what I've learned is this. It's like weird. It's weird shit, bro. You can be a local artist that could blow within the local community, or you could be an artist who can kind of tap in with other markets, which is why we kind of branched to that West Coast fucking sound.
Facts.
Which is, we've really been doing this since fucking 2010, 2011. Nigga, we was doing fucking VASAP shit together, and we'd come from there. Nigga, we on probation. We going back to the fucking the lab, crazy. Blowing, listening to cute like fucking Ice Cube, and we finna pull up the Friday beat and we finna rap over this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like what separated us, is like we can have that hometown feel as far as dialect and verbiage that we use, but the fucking canvas is a West Coast vibe, to where I could send my shit to, like, I'm getting blog and like I'm getting interviews, blogs now, because I'm from Central Virginia, which is the most blandest of the East Coast,
and that attracts attention.
I'm painting over a fucking West Coast canvas that niggas is picking up over there.
It's kind of like Bone Thugs with Ohio, and Cali.
Niggas
how the
that's
fuck
why I
that
brought
come
Currency,
from?
because Currency is from New Orleans, but
Cali.
You would never know that. You would never really know that.
When you talk.
I'm gonna tell you when he talk. I'm gonna tell you this shit too, though. But what took the nigga off was him rapping over New York style beats. That nigga went to New York before he.
When him and Alchemist get together.
That nigga went to. He was in New Orleans, went to Miami, and then went to the West Coast and dabbled with them niggas for a little bit. But he was rapping over those
beats.
He was rapping over them New York beats, and them niggas in New York was like, oh shit, who is this nigga who is, I can't even tell where he from. Let me pick this nigga up, and they pull him up to New York. Yeah, nigga, I'm from New Orleans. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ski Beats is the face of New York instrumentals. Dame Grease is the face of New York instrumentals. But I'm gonna pick this nigga up who is rapping over fucking Snoop Dogg beats and Pharrell beats from New Orleans, and I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you.
Which essentially is another form of versatility.
That's how you land, because he a South nigga, and this is why I say that, because Currency was dealing with Wayne, right? Where the cash at? A lot of people don't know that.
Remember
That was like one of his biggest tracks
like
with
his biggest
Young
record.
Money, you know what I'm saying? Or Cash Money, excuse me. And then it didn't work because it was New Orleans with New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? It was the South Sound with the South Sound. And it was cool at one point.
Not me to cut you off, but it was New Orleans and Florida because the Runners or whoever made that beat, niggas in Miami. He blew up in Florida. Not to cut you off. This is just I know these facts.
Yeah, you good.
He blew up in Florida first before he blew up anywhere because he was with Cool and Dre and the Runners and all them niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just to go to show about the versatility because of him being in the South, trying to make it work in the South, and he had to venture out, expand his horizon to go and test his sound, and boom.
Yeah, that's the the beautiful thing about music and shit is like the merging of cultures and stuff like that. Like, I always say like that's why I feel like Virginia has some of those like great producers and shit. Because there's nobody out there that's gonna sound like a Timbaland or a Pharrell, and that's because of the area. It's like Virginia, it's in the South, but it ain't South if you ask a nigga from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? It ain't North if you ask somebody from New York.
Right.
So it's like
everybody got to come through Virginia,
right? But you got to come through here. So it's like it's a good little merging point for all this like that shit just stirring up down here. You know what I'm saying? Like. So you get a different sound out of it.
We are the most known unknown state in the United States.
That's a fact. That might be a fact for real.
That's good.
It's like because that's where all of this U.S. shit started here, right?
I talked to
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all of this U.S. shit started
right
here, nigga.
Right. So,
I tell niggas like
everybody birthed from us.
I'm in Atlanta and Chattanooga. I be talking to niggas. I'm like, bro. When I talk to niggas, they be like, bro, you sound like you from New York.
Facts.
But when I'm in DC, nigga, you country as shit. And then I talk to these niggas, I'm like, bro, what y'all don't understand is a lot of niggas found from the 90s down, they found Virginia as that middle ground of the East Coast to where you can come from New York and you can set up shop and you close enough to meet with the connections down in Florida to get the drugs and get all this shit that you talking about, and you can stay here and you set up shop. That's why Jay-Z came down here. That's why Big came down here. That's why Prodigy and them niggas came down here because it was that middle ground.
Like
and
Teddy Riley.
That's why Virginia picked up so much of New York that our style, our just even like with rap, our delivery and cadence of shit is more East Coast driven than is fucking super nigga.
Right.
I'm from the sticks, bruh. Like I'm from dirt roads. My granddaddy live on a dirt road where I can kick up a fucking clay mountain right now, my nigga.
Right.
But niggas see me, I'm in Nike I'm in up tempos. I got some Nike shit on. Like you see me, nigga, you from DC, ain't it? Nah, bro, I'm from Farmville. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even still with that shit, like we kind of, even with that shit, we kind of blend in because fucking Lady of Rage is. I'm gonna tell you this story. I might have said this shit before. My mom grew up with Lady of Rage, which is from fucking Death Row and shit. Firsthand, like she used to take my aunt and fucking dip her in the fucking pool of fucking toilet water and give this girl a swirly. My nigga, my aunt, nigga, one of my favorite aunts that I talk to every time I see her used to give her a swirly and send her on back to class. This motherfucker moved to California and blew up and I'm rocking rough and stuff with my Afro puffs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
We are the most known state in the United States ever, nigga.
You said major contributions to hip hop though, like
major
contributions. I think it's just the fact that maybe I don't know if it's ever been a person that's like the face or who define themselves as the face of Virginia. You know, You don't think so?
No.
White man.
I mean,
No.
giving credit to Pharrell and Timberland, they really
I feel
like
like there is.
That's
blended everything together.
say-
You're saying
okay, the
just-
artist-
just
Who is the one lone face though?
Gotcha.
Chris
It's
Brown.
never no.
Chris
Chris Brown
Brown.
is a singer,
People
nigga.
probably think Chris Brown
But
from
I'm
Cali.
saying no, you straight out of Virginia.
They probably think Chris Brown from
Yeah,
Cali.
Cali nigga
California
now.
blood.
That nigga Cali nigga now.
Very now that he'll remind
That's
you.
like
He'll remind you where
Soldier
he's from.
Boy.
though.
That's like Soldier Boy saying that nigga.
That's the
I'm from
clips.
Atlanta,
That's
but that
Pharrell.
nigga was born
That's
in
like
Chicago,
Chicago.
moved to Mississippi, and then moved to Atlanta.
Right.
Like I had to argue with a nigga from Atlanta, telling that nigga Soldier Boy is not Atlanta. That nigga is Chicago, Mississippi, and the niggas he from Atlanta. No,
That
bro.
nigga's not from Atlanta.
That
He's
nigga,
from the dirty
that
South.
nigga blew up in Atlanta because he lived there at that point of time.
I thought that nigga was from Louisiana.
No, that nigga from. You see what I'm saying though?
He was from the
Wallow.
dirty South.
But do you see what I'm saying though?
It's a lot of rappers
But I
that do
knew
that though.
you know?
And I think it's like a kind of like a marketing thing. I don't know if marketing is the right word, but you should relate yourself to the city that gonna give you more relation.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing Ludacris
City
do.
that's
Ludacris
fucking
from
with you.
Chicago, but he's known from being from Atlanta because he popped off in Atlanta.
Right.
You should attach
that's
yourself to
who
the place
fucking
you
with
pop
me.
off at.
Right, that's who fucking
That's
with
what fucking with me.
Right,
That's
yeah.
why I will never. I'm not even gonna say I will never say or like I will never represent the face of it of Virginia or even like Chattanooga, Tennessee type shit because that's not my market. My market is
Yeah.
in
Right.
two different time zones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how that shit go. That's just how that shit go, man.
That make a lot of sense.
What
So
other questions you got? You got anything else? We got like 15 minutes here to.
That's crazy.
All right, fellas. Ask you some rap questions. What do y'all want to get out of this rap shit that y'all doing right now? What is the end goal?
I just want to be like Trey Songz.
Like Trey Songz? You want to see something hit?
I mean, just a success rate to see it actually working.
How far
I
you
don't
can
give a
take it?
Like maybe to the point where it's just like I'm comfortable with my craft, you know.
Okay.
Like it's not to the point where it's perfection because I'm always gonna critique myself because that's just who I am. But like with my craft, I want it to be so comfortable to the point where I know that it's worth what it's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because right now I'm kind of like I know this shit is good, but like I don't have enough ears to tell me that. So it's like I'm always gonna question it until I get the amount of
That
ears.
confirmation.
Yeah, that certain confirmation that I'm looking for, like from I guess a certain amount of people, because I guess that's what you need for that confirmation. Because
You can only get that confirmation from millions of people like reassuring you that this is what you
they don't
are
even gotta
supposed
be
to do.
millions. Like,
But check what I'm saying though. How he's saying it, I'm probably gonna like tap in a little deeper, and I'm just saying this because I'm just like that fucking 30-year type of nigga. But I'm cool with a house and forest. I'm cool with 3 to 5 vehicles. I'm cool with like two to three fucking businesses that I can operate from inside of my home. And I'm straight. I don't want no fucking big ass chains. I don't want no LA mansion. I don't want no Atlanta mansion. I don't want no Miami shit. I'm cool with that. But to have that kind of confirmation is being mainstream. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people.
call it that though.
A lot,
But
but
see, that's what I'm saying. My confirmation isn't the whole world. I don't need I just need.
Just looking for a core fan base.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fan base that I can call fan base. You know what I'm saying? I can call my fans. Like,
Yeah.
It don't even have to be millions. Like, it could be fucking 20,000 people. I'm cool. Like, I will steadily feed those 20,000 people with that content if they fucking with my shit.
So I'm not a creative type of dude. I never did music or nothing like that. But do y'all think y'all could ever get to a place where you would deem your music successful even if nobody else jumps
hell
on like
fucking
that?
yeah. Nigga, today.
Like it's
That's what I'm saying.
already.
It's coming. It's coming.
I tell niggas this shit all the time. I'm more popular on the internet than I am when I see you in my face. Like, nigga, this nigga Word seen me and was like, yeah, what up? But on the internet is, oh shit, the Jesus nigga, I need 5 beats from this, that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I had that confirmation, but I know that I'm tapping into that market where it's there versus where
I feel like you're doing something right.
You're okay with putting out more than just I'm putting it out and it's not
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
something that's adding to the catalog versus I'm putting some shit out that's hopefully gonna do something. I'm hoping this gonna do numbers. I'm at the point where it's just nigga, I'm comfortable. I'm finna
It's
throw
good to have that catalog because all you need is one.
One joke.
And then they have a whole bunch of other shit to listen. Oh, he got this.
Exactly.
Like a fucking domino effect.
Facts.
So what do y'all hate the most about this shit?
Fucking Instagram. That algorithm shit.
Social media is just like the epitome of all you know, entertainment. You know?
So do you hate the social media in general, or like having to do promotion type stuff?
What Jada Kid say? I'm not an Instagram nigga. I'm not the I hate the promotion shit is fun because you could like tap into your creativity and you could do whatever.
Yeah, with the kind of videos and stuff y'all are doing.
It depends on your world, you know, because there's cool worlds and then there's toxic worlds. And if you decide to surround yourself around the killing and the crazy shit, then you know that's the world.
It's not gonna be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a dangerous game.
Yeah, you know, you tampering with things that are out of your control now. And
as you can see, me and him are not. Him and I'd rather say, are not super thugs. We ain't no gangsters. We ain't no niggas that's gonna run in your crib.
You're like another
but
Nas
I promise you, we can call somebody right now and tap into that realm, which we don't tap into personally, and that's what's not catapulting us. Because if we were those type of niggas, this shit would have been a rap. The nigga he was fucking with years ago saw me and was like, nigga, you could have been doing such and such and such and such and such. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at that point I was like, bro, I'm just a regular ass nigga. I work at Walmart at that point in time, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what it is, I was telling this nigga too, we kinda share these producers, and there's this one dude who came up with a song. It was like, nigga, I make songs for niggas that's regular, 5 missed calls on my cellular. I said, this nigga rapping the truth, right? And it's like that market, we're so small that we live our truth that the market does not want to show itself. The outside market is like, I'm a gangster. I'm a nigga, what?
Yeah,
you know what
everybody gotta be.
Everybody gotta be. Nigga, I gotta be. You know what I'm saying? But niggas don't want to be chill.
That's with social media, because if social media wasn't out like that, if there was only a Facebook, if there was only a MySpace, bro, before they even created any of this other shit, there wouldn't be half as many motherfuckers as out as there is now, you know?
For sure.
Like, and it's not fair for the motherfuckers who actually have talent that doesn't have all the money in the world for promotion and just to put your bullshit out for the world to see because you can pay for it.
Don't use that verbiage fair, because at that point you use like victim language. Like it's
motherfucking thing.
I know,
I like
but
this guy, though.
you know what I'm saying? At that point,
guy.
you know what I'm saying? You can't just put yourself in that.
It's the truth though.
It is, but it's like
it's
nigga, I got a fan base that's like
who has talent. Okay, they sign artists all the time. Some nigga got signed for not even $1 million, bro. You signed your life away for what?
Shit, niggas do it for $10K.
Some shit like that.
$10,000.
I was putting niggas on this nigga Lil House Phone.
Vice versa, you could have gave that to somebody who had talent.
It was a nigga named Lil House Phone like 3 years ago, and he was
Little house phone.
He was popping. He was popping on the West Coast, right? And for the past like 3 years, he stopped making rap music and he just been doing podcasts. And he was like, bro, and he's been successful at this shit. And he was like, bro, I'm gonna tell you this shit. A lot of the niggas that I started rapping with are on Skid Row now. You know what I'm saying? They like poor, but these niggas was prospected to be Lil Trippy Red and like they were with these niggas, but it's like some shit that you was missing, and you fell into this fucking realm of I'm a yesteryear rapper. Lil House Phone came up with the idea of, hey nigga, it's so much more shit to do other than rapping. I'm gonna do this shit. That's how your core fan base grows. It doesn't just grow off of just I'm a rapper.
Right.
You know what blew Kodak up? Kodak was a rapper that kept getting locked up, nigga.
Yeah.
He made great music, but he kept staying in the headlines
because of wild shit.
Wild shit.
But that
And it
just
was
goes back to social media.
idiotic shit. It was like
facts.
I'm in this Instagram picture with a pistol in the back over here, and I'm telling you on camera, I don't fuck with no guns. I don't do that shit.
He was on probation. They kicked his door in like five.
You see
like
what I'm
5 minutes
saying?
later, yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
it's like,
Yeah,
man. Like I said, bro, don't have that victimhood mentality of like, shit, nigga, this shit ain't fair. Cause that nigga Kodak could have been like, bro, this shit ain't fair. But this nigga came back out with algorithm ass hair, blonde algorithm TikTok hair, and I'm finna come back out and I'm finna explode again.
He asked what we hate about it. Social media.
Yeah, just.
Oh, of course, yeah. We running back to that point. I'm just.
Yeah.
So I understand it's going to be a part of it. You got to deal with it, but you still hate it. I get that.
Yeah,
so, I mean, I know you were saying like earlier is, you know, you don't really care for like all the chains and stuff like that. But at a certain point, it's almost like it's kind of like what you need to. It's almost like a uniform, almost, right? With the rap shit, right?
Social media.
Is it not? I mean, because it's an attention thing, right? Like at a certain point in time, and right. It's I gotta put my work uniform on. Type
it started way back when.
Boom.
Yeah, right. It's always been part of the culture.
All that shit.
You're more flash. I'm more of the wholesome. But once we get to that bag, we all finna spend that shit on some chains.
Right.
I'm finna buy me Cubans, ropes, all types of crazy shit. But I'm just
those are
financially
you're gonna have a pinky
smarter.
ring. Tell the truth.
Huh?
You're gonna have a pinky ring.
Nigga, it's Pinky Ring Racing. Nigga, that's my brand. That's my car club. Nigga, it's Pinky Ring Racing. I got a pinky nail, nigga. Like, that shit ain't... Bruh, I'm telling you, it's the uniform, but at the same time, it's like...
It's always been in...
Mansa Musa type shit. This nigga was the richest nigga ever. And this nigga
I was about to say...
draped himself in gold every day of his reign.
If you want to get technical, through our roots, you know, as black people, that shit goes, you know, kings and queens.
Right.
Like,
you know, whatever jewels you rocking, however your drapes is, you know what I'm saying? But it's instilled in us to be motherfucking fresh.
That's a fact. And I mean, it gets to the point where it's almost like, how am I gonna get these motherfuckers to listen to me? You know what I'm saying? And it's like people listen with their eyes first. I know that shit don't make sense, but they do. Like that shit gotta pop. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, who was this dude? And now I'm open. You know what I'm saying?
You don't listen to your girl until she tell you, until that nigga pop up at the crib or that nigga pop up around you. You don't listen to your girl saying, hey, I'm out of this relationship until you see that shit. Until you see it. Niggas, you see, the nigga know what I'm talking about. You do not see this shit.
Right.
Don't hear it until you fucking see it. You know
right. That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
So like, I think a lot of people are like that, when that's why like the rap game could be like real funny and shit, because it's almost like you don't necessarily have to. It's just depending on how you want to grind it out. Do you want to do it like the slow grind, or you trying to get some shit popping tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the dynamic of us. It's like I'm more so of the business slow grind. It's more so of the face now. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? This is now. This is what we doing now type shit. And that's not discredit, like making one of us the lesser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this is
facts.
perspective.
It's a good balance to have.
But it's like he's more so of what we're going to be in 5-6 years. Plus I'm more so of what we are today and 5-6 years back, and I'm still thinking 20 years, 15, 20, 30 years ahead type shit. That's why I don't have gold. I ain't got, like, nigga, I'm telling you, I'm getting what 32. I'm getting all these, nigga. All these gonna be gold, nigga. Like, trust, nigga.
Perms? You going
Perm?
permanent?
Nah, I don't know. I kind of want the perms, but then I done heard the shit about the perms where it's like you kind of gotta change them every 15 to 20 years. Oh, nigga, I'm getting the jerk, nigga.
Another
All
Jerry.
that shit. He talking about permanent goals.
Yeah, goals. Yeah.
Like slugs.
I was on the same thing. I was on the same thing. He said 15 to 20 years. I was like, no. I don't know black hair like that, but maybe
I'm gonna
that's
be in
how
every
it works.
picture, nigga.
No, permanent goals.
That's
yeah, permanent teeth and
hilarious.
shit.
The Kodak boys speak each other language. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
I don't know. I don't know if I could ever. I would do the bottom row, maybe.
I'm like Wiz.
I couldn't do my whole mouth permanent.
One tooth is
I couldn't do my whole mouth. I'll do the bottom row.
cold it
Though.
out.
We pod. I got some white boy humor. I'm gonna just let it fly. But you got too pretty a teeth to put in the joints. Man.
Man, I would do the bottom
You got nice. You got
I would
nice
do the
smile,
bottom.
my man.
Get some platinum, some diamonds in there or something.
Yeah, nigga, man, white boy humor is the shit, man.
It's the most
If
fun.
y'all don't like fucking like, I ain't gonna say like tap your homeboy in the nuts, like punch your homeboy in the nuts one time or
Tag.
some shit. It's just
But
like
it
establishing
gets
a
to a point
brotherhood.
though.
I don't play with the nut.
Don't do that shit all the
I don't
time.
play with the
You
nut.
gotta draw a
That's too
line
much.
with the white boy
That's
humor
too
and
much.
shit.
It's a line.
We didn't have these conversations and stuff
We've
before.
had a
It's
lot of
always
this.
a line like that you got to draw is because they'll take that shit too far.
Yeah, niggas
when
go
white
too
boys
far.
take that shit too far with some of that shit.
With strictly white dudes until I was in middle school, high school, and so I know all about that white humor, that weirdo shit, The Office. Nigga, The Office is my favorite
It's
show.
like, bro, did you literally sit your nuts on my forehead while I was
Yeah,
Type
so
shit,
that's-
nigga.
That's the type shit.
That's
bro.
not me.
That nigga gotta draw the line.
No,
though.
that's-
You gotta let them know beforehand, before the
Yeah,
sleep
I'm
over
about to
something
say,
like that. All right, look, when I go to sleep,
I'm 6 years old. I'm 6 years old in these apartments on Village Road with my mom and my brother. My brother's 10 years older than me, bro. This nigga will wake me up by pulling his pants down and farting in my
hell no.
face.
See,
Nigga,
yeah.
I'm 6.
Fighting.
You say this shit now? Hell no. But what you gonna do when you 4'6" and this nigga 6'2"?
Of course.
300 pounds.
Like,
Almost
hell,
like,
I'll take that shit.
nigga, like, bro, I grew up with
Wake up with pink eye.
I grew up with that shit, so like,
That's way too much. I don't do I'm not a big white boy humor, physical humor.
It's all mental.
That Tyler, the Creator interview that you reference.
Yeah.
Where he's hyping up Jada. He's like, I got a little crush on Jada. That's the funny white boy shit that a lot of people get so uncomfortable.
I be
Let me just
saying
go ahead
shit
and
like
say
that,
the truth. Black
and
people
niggas
get
be
really
thinking I'm
uncomfortable with that.
super weird. It's
Yo,
like, bro, I'm
funny
A lot of
shit.
black people are homophobes.
It's funny shit.
You know.
I mean, some of that shit they be
shit.
leaning in a little too heavy. You're like, all right. It was funny at first, but I'm thinking you.
Nigga, I
You
can joke
might
like
be
that for
curious.
hours, nigga.
You might
Hours,
be
nigga.
curious.
That's
You might be
that's the
bi-curious,
funny
nigga.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, you might be, bro. I'm not sure.
This is where code switching comes into play on both fields,
stuff.
nigga.
The funny stuff.
Yeah, it gets a little weird. I fuck with the no lie. I fuck with like the racist jokes and shit though. I do like them shit.
Just be good. Some of them be good.
I think I seen what was it? What is it? Name one thing that doesn't belong. It's like a TV, ornaments, and or something. Or no, it was like a Christmas tree, ornaments, and Christmas lights, or something like that. And a black man. They said which one don't belong.
Nigga, the nigga.
No, it said the Christmas tree because you can't hang the Christmas tree. It's like, those shits are hilarious.
I wasn't ready for that.
That's hilarious.
I wasn't ready for that. I couldn't connect the dots. I'm
Me
like, I don't get
fuck
it.
me up. This is a great joke.
Oh,
You
man.
gotta be optimistic.
That's
Can't be no
That's
Black
a lot.
Panther listening to no shit like that. You ready to shoot some shit up.
That was
That shit
wild.
funny, yeah.
That was kind of wild.
I was a hotep nigga.
That's a lot.
Until I ran across a fucking Judas hotep nigga, And before that, I was that type of nigga. I love those jokes. And I started reading fucking weirdo nigga shit. Like, I gotta be a nigga. And then I ran across the nigga who want a nigga. And then I was like, nigga, I'm going back to where I was in fucking ninth grade, where it was like niggas is hanging jokes. It's fucking funny, but it's tragic, but it's funny.
But it's funny.
It's hard not to laugh.
That was too far for me to qualify it as white boy humor.
Okay.
That's a little too dark.
It's a little racist.
Too dark.
That's what when they get dark like that.
It's a little Middle Eastern.
Crazy thing about it.
That's true too.
Next level.
Oh shit.
That's for sure.
Shit.
So what you guys got coming up next? Where can they find your music at and all this stuff?
Of course, Spotify. You can go on.
Yeah, we gonna put a tag like the IGs or whatever y'all want to tag. I can put in the description for the episode, so we'll do that, but do it verbally as well. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Twitter, Dolphie G. Instagram, Dolphie G. Everything's fucking Dolphie G.
How you spell Dolphie?
DOLPHIE.
IE. That's what I was wondering about.
Big boy G up there.
Bet.
Word.
I'm saying Spotify, iTunes.
And what's the name of the latest project?
Two player.
Two player.
TOOPLAYA.
All right, yeah. So get that, stream that shit for sure.
The players.
Where can we find you, Mr. Rich Uncle?
Yeah, you can find, bruh. You everywhere, nigga. Spotify. I'm on Spotify. I'm doing solo shit. I'm doing shit with this nigga. He has a single out, kind of now. It's not really mastered. It's in the works. It's called Wavy Uncle. I'm spitting some real lyrics on there because we went through some situations and shit. But you can find me everywhere, man. Rich Uncle Ricardo. I got the original players line. I got organic players coming out. Original players. It's probably going to be a project eventually. I got the Pimpin' Dookie still in the works with DJ Red Handed in Atlanta. DJ Idea. We've been doing some crazy shit, man. I got low key. I'm about to do some, like, I ain't gonna say monumental, but it's some shit that's like niggas don't really get into. I'm getting into NFT shit very soon.
NFTs.
Like I said, the merch, man. We got all our merch coming out. It's originalplayers.org. You can find all the merch.
Shit fire. Check
shit
it out.
fire. We got shit that's
some.
coming out pretty fucking soon, maybe 2 to 3 weeks from now. That is fucking phenomenal. Some shit that you're gonna wanna put your kids in, type shit.
I believe it after I see all the promo vids and pictures and stuff. Y'all, I can tell y'all are about quality. So
of course,
yeah, we'll check out the merch. I'll link that in there too, for sure. And we appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's fun to have. We do the thing once a week, and we have a good time doing it. But it's nice to get some different perspective in here. Y'all got to clear up, or at least give us some thoughts on topics that we've debated like 17 times already. So getting some fresh perspective is
middle
nice.
ground.
Now I can say, Manny said.
Hey, nigga.
Manny said.
Believe, nigga.
And I'm gonna say, Manny said, make the same song 100 times until it don't work.
Yeah, he did say that too.
Jadakiss did it.
Did it.
That's
Y'all,
for sure.
y'all got anything to add before we wrap here?
No, that's it.
I'm good.
Good part.
Well, good, because we out of time anyway. We appreciate y'all listening. We gonna skip the samples because we time crunch. We'll be back on the samples next week. We appreciate y'all listening. Peace out.